We welcome you back to Ives Lamel Family Field for the Futures game today. Ryan Wilkes and Rick Green taking you through all your coverage here on the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us tonight. And Rick, should be a fun one today to follow up a great game yesterday.
What a game yesterday, folks. If you weren't here, you really missed out. It was a great game. And if you haven't, by the way, you can go to YouTube and see the replay, and it's well worth it. But we got a great game today as well with the Futures.
Yeah, on that note, did you know all of the Tornadoes games are streamed live online for your enjoyment through the Brevard College Tornadoes YouTube channel? All home athletic events for your Tornadoes will be streamed free of charge in high definition. Please subscribe to the Brevard College Tornadoes channel on YouTube to catch all the Brevard College Tornadoes sports in action. So, Rick, the Futures coming out in the field. They'll face the Georgia Warhawks today, running a little bit behind. That's why we're starting here at 2:30 instead of 2, but a little bit of a mystery what the Warhawks have to offer, but we got a little taste of what the Futures could do last week.
Yes, we did. They were impressive. Coach Grant really has, or Gant, excuse me, has really worked the team, and they show that effort, no doubt.
So last week at quarterback, we had a little number mix-up. It was not Caden Mitchell. It was Braden Rediger who had a really nice day. He connected with Herbert Pringle the fourth time after time. What a game he had. Yesterday, actually just out for the Futures yesterday, or the Elders, excuse me. He's going to be back with the Futures today and looks to play a big role. Rick, he was pretty excellent last week.
Yes, he was. Pringle was the receiver of choice for the quarterback. And Mitchell, right?
It was Rediger last week.
Rediger last week. We a little confusion on our part. Not on ours, but that's what they gave us. But, yeah, Rediger, he really that was his favorite receiver, and it was with good cause.
And we currently have one Georgia Warhawk standing alone on the sideline straight ahead from us here. He was here a little while ago, but the Warhawks did have a little bus trouble today, hence why we are running just a bit behind. Fans, if you have not joined the Tornado Club, you are missing out. Not only are you supporting over 500 student athletes in 20 sports, the value is unbeatable. Ricky, you can speak to that. As a Tornado Club member, you receive all sports passes that gets you into every ticketed athletic contest, reserve parking, and access to the hospitality area where you can enjoy a pregame meal before every home varsity football game. Go to bctornadoes.com and become a Tornado Club member today. Decent crowd on hand, both sides filling up slowly but surely. And, Rick, this is a area that seems hungry to watch some football, especially after quite the game that we had yesterday.
Yes, sir. The stands were filled yesterday. And I was curious. It was a great day. If we've heard any things about the uniform choice yesterday, which I thought was spectacular for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise. The Tornadoes came out in black uniforms for the blackout yesterday, and that kicked off what was a great day. To talk about the Futures a little bit, a 28-21 loss last week at the hands of the Greensboro Pride, but that Pride team was a mix of freshmen and sophomores, and this obviously an all-freshman team, and those players looked the part last week to compete.
Yeah, and here comes number 72 onto the field. He's running. He's trying to get in. He's been here for some time, though, Ryan, as you know. But we're getting excited. We're ready for a good game, and I think that we're getting closer now to coming to kickoff.
Yeah, it seems like the Warhawks have arrived and going to do a brief pregame meeting. It'll be a quick turnaround for them. Got to get out in the field. We're about to start in about 12 minutes, so we'll see how fresh the Warhawks are out of the locker room. We will take a quick break, and on the other side, you'll hear from head coach Terrence Gant, who breaks down today's matchup.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Ryan Wilkes here with head coach of the Futures, Terrence Gant, ahead of today's matchup with the Georgia Warhawks. Coach, A lot to be excited about from last week. What are you hoping to bring in this week?
This week, really want to focus on running the ball, taking advantage of their small numbers, and getting some guys in that didn't get a chance to play last week.
So Rediger was a quarterback last week. He had a really nice week, but today it's going to be Caden Mitchell. What do you like from Mitchell coming in this game?
Just take care of the ball, no turnovers, and just lead the offense.
So on the ground, your running backs, you got a host of them. What are you hoping to see out of that group when you say you want to run the ball?
Looking for someone to step forward and be a leader in that group. Like I said, we've got 4 really, really good guys, 2 that play between the elders and us, and just looking for another guys to step up.
So you talk about their smaller numbers. How do you hope to take advantage of that? Because small numbers is not a weakness of you guys. So what are you hoping to do there?
Just wear them out. Use the heat to our advantage. We practice in this at 3:45 during the week. So use it to our advantage, use some tempo, and hopefully get those guys tired.
All right, Coach, good luck today.
Thank you.
That's head coach of the Futures, Terrence Gant, ahead of today's matchup with the Georgia Warhawks.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Back here at Oslamel Family Field, under 10 minutes to go before kick. At least that's how it's scheduled. We saw a couple Warhawks peeking out of the locker room as one comes out right now. Rick, talking to Terrence Gant this week, he was really proud of the fight and discipline of his team and how they were able to compete last week. And what were some highlights from that conversation?
Well, I think that it's his faith in his kids, the gentleman that he has on the team. When we talked to him, and one of the things I walked away from is that the kids really believe in him. He had how many kids come out? 130, and
something like that.
And he lost in 1 month was maybe 7 to 10, and they were injuries and kids who had to go home because of illness and things. I think that was a huge confidence statement in Coach Gant by the kids.
Yeah, and you really see the buy-in in this program and the time it takes to get to the elders roster and what that takes commitment-wise and all the good things that this team's been able to do so far. And one thing I talked to him about was, while it's 2 different teams, it feels like one program, and I think that's really special when you have over 250 student-athletes.
Oh, that's amazing when they all come out and line up. I'm always stunned at the numbers, strong numbers. And these are big kids, too, on the Futures team. There's usually you have gentlemen who want to come out and play. Maybe they didn't have the a good experience in high school or good enough. But you know what? They all seem to buy in and step up and really try to improve.
Yeah, and you just see walking around campus, you see these guys, Futures, Elders, they all intermingle, and it seems like a really good relationship between these guys. And we'll see if they can get it done today. The Tornadoes and the Warhawks coming up in about 7.5 minutes. We'll take one more break and then quickly break down the keys to the game for this matchup between Brevard and the Georgia Warhawks on the other side.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
All right, we welcome you back to Ives Lamel Family Field ahead of this matchup between the visiting Georgia Warhawks and your Brevard College Tornadoes. Thank you all for joining us today, whether you're on the Warhawks side or the Tornadoes side. We greatly appreciate it. Under 5 minutes till kick as the Warhawks, Rick, slowly but surely making their way out to the field here.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're warming up and getting ready. We've got a handful out there, but they're slowly drifting out. Let's hope we can. We may have to. I bet you we push back just a little bit, Ryan. I don't know. I want to believe in them, but they're coming out awfully slow.
Rick, so talking to Coach Gant before the game, he seems to really want to establish the run today, but talking to Coach Kyatt, the game plan changes in game. There's a lot of adjustments made, and that was certainly the case yesterday. And we'll see if the Tornadoes are able to establish the runner. They have to go to the pass.
Yes, indeed. And you hit it. And I was jumping in there with excitement. You were talking about Coach Gant talking about running the ball. That's his plan for today. He's and it's not hard to look at. He's got a sideline full of kids, and he wants to get them in the game, and it ought to be really good to watch. And then we're gonna see how that works out. But Coach Kaya was talking about the week before. The whole game plan was the pass, and he ended up running the ball 40+ times. And he said that if he had told him that the Beamers wasn't going to throw a touchdown pass and they would still win, he would have laughed at you.
Yeah, the differing styles you could really tell between Sewanee and yesterday. The Tornadoes came out, tried to establish a run, had success on the ground throughout the game, but it was a pass that was the difference in the end, 375 yards and 4 touchdowns for the quarterback, Ethan Beamish. So we'll see if the Futures have a similar play style coming in if they have to switch it up. We're going to take one more break and have the national anthem, and we'll come back ready for kickoff.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
All right, back here at Isomel Family Field, the Warhawks given a little bit more time to warm up. The Tornadoes are locked and loaded on the sideline, ready to go as we continue to count down to kickoff here at Isomel Family Field. Rick, some partly cloudy day, but, hopefully we get through this one unscathed. As the Warhawks wearing the white uniforms with the white helmets, a good traveling crowd for them on the far sideline. Again, thank you for joining us this afternoon on the YouTube live stream. We do greatly appreciate your viewership and listenership as we go throughout this weekend's action. Got a decently busy week next week. Got Tornado Talk tomorrow. Make sure you tune into that. We'll have a packed show. Abby Pardee is going to join the show. Juan Mascaro and athletes Kinley Mosley and Michaela Zavetkin will join us as well. And then we'll have head coach Bill Kyatt and Reggie Taylor II, who had over 100 yards receiving yesterday and a pair of touchdowns through the air, as it'll be a packed show there. Wednesday, it's a doubleheader between soccer and volleyball, both here at home. Volleyball taking on Greensboro at the Bosch. That'll be a fun one, an in-state rivalry between those two teams, and then the men's soccer team home against Covenant. So we'll have all your coverage. Andy Farringer will have the call of volleyball against Greensboro. So listen to Andy's 2025 play-by-play debut. We'll take one more quick break, and on the other side, hopefully, we'll be ready for kickoff.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina Legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
We're there.
All right, we welcome you back to Islamel Family Field. Clock getting set at 15 minutes for the first quarter as we do the coin toss at midfield. Rick, it was a bit of a waiting game here, but we're ready to play some football.
Yeah, they're, and I'm going to tell you right now, the Tornadoes are fired up. You can see the excitement on the sideline there, chomping at the bit to get out there and play.
So we'll get the coin toss figured out here as the officials will read them out here. We got a nice little official list today. Glenn Mitchell, the referee, the umpire, Pat Schneider, line judge is Rayshawn Ellis, field judge Quinn Tuck, the head linesman Caroline Kaplinger, side judge Anthony Shepard, the back judge Scott Aguilar, and the game clock operator Nick Lavitt. And play clock is Emily Howard. Thank you to Emily and Nick here in the booth helping us out today. As we're ready to play some football, Rick, here we go.
All right. Yeah, we're all fired up, and this ought to be an interesting game. Weather looks good. It's a little cloudy, but other than that, now we're going to play football.
All right, so the officials getting set for play. We'll take one more 15-second break and then be ready for football here at Islamel Family Field.
Bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
Got it.
All right, we're ready for football. It's going to be Tyler Amin to kick off. Tornadoes have a pair of return men back. Herbert Pringle IV is one of them, as well as Javian Salters. As a kick goes to Salters at about the 10-yard line. He's across the 20, 25, 30, 35. He's spilled out by the kicker Amin at about the 36-yard line. And good return for the Tornadoes to kick off today's action.
Yes, indeed. And there's some. It's going to be interesting to watch. There's a lot of size on the line for Georgia Warhawks, and we're going to get our first look at the Tornado offense for today.
It's Mitchell, the quarterback. Again, he was not the guy last week. It was Braden Rediger. As he's in the gun with Nehemiah Floyd. Floyd takes a handoff up the middle. He's got a few yards on first down. He pushes the pile forward to right at the 40-yard line. A good 5-yard carry for Nehemiah Floyd. It was Brandon Faison on the stop. For the Warhawks, it's about the 39.5-yard line. The nose of the football just inches away from the 40-yard line for 2nd and 5.
And the Tornadoes come out running the ball, which is what we expect to see a lot of this game. But again, game plans change.
Floyd stays in the backfield with Mitchell in the gun. 2 receivers split out left. Actually make it 3 with Pringle the fourth out to the right. Mitchell takes a shotgun snap, hands off Floyd. He's swallowed in the backfield for a loss of about 2. It was Alex Perry there, first one to make contact.
Yeah, that was great pressure on the part of the Warhawks there. The seemed like the whole line and linebackers all swarmed in on the running back.
Actually, Stacy Hopkins Jr. was the one on the stop as it sets up third and about 7 for the Tornadoes. Floyd back in the backfield with Mitchell in the shotgun. Tight end comes in motion with a receiver split out to the left and one to the right. Mitchell takes a shotgun snap, looks to throw. Peels out right. He'll float it to Pringle the fourth. Tries with one hand, can't make the grab on the coverage. Was Joshua Maxwell. It'll be 4th down. There's a flag on the far sideline. We'll get the call as the clock will stop at 13:21 to go in the first quarter.
That's a bit odd. Away from the play. Okay.
It's like a formation penalty on the Tornadoes. We'll get the call here from the official.
Gotcha.
So the Tornadoes will punt on their first drive of the game. And a good response from the Warhawks, giving up good first down yardage to open the game. It'll be Gavin Wagner to punt for the Tornadoes. As the snap comes back, good snap. Wagner will send it away. A line drive kick to about the 27-yard line. Takes a hop. It's scooped up by Michael Stewart. He takes it down the right sideline, and he's taken down at about the 28-yard line.
A good punt for the Tornadoes.
Jaden Thomas was there on the stop near the 30, and the clock stops at 13:08 to go here in the first quarter.
We're going to keep our eye. That last week, they're getting themselves straightened out after that first game. They had a few special team miscues, but that one was perfect.
Let's make some noise for Brevard Tornadoes. Defense.
So the first offensive drive for the Warhawks here in a partly cloudy Sunday in Brevard, North Carolina. Two receivers split out to the left and the right. The running back on the left hip with the quarterback. He puts a wide receiver in motion. Takes a snap, drops to throw, fires it right side. He has his running back in the flat, but two Tornadoes are right there to make the stop, and it's going to be a loss as DeMonte Bethea makes the grab from the quarterback, Tylen Blackwell-Williams. And first there on the stop for Brevard was Marvin Pulley, and he was joined by Mason Powell.
Great coverage by Powell and Paisley. They really were right there. They got there when the ball got there.
The 2nd and 11 for the Warhawks offense on the opening drive for Georgia. As the play clock spins under 15 seconds, the Warhawks still in the huddle. A surprise if the Warhawks can get this snap off with 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and the whistles blow. I think Georgia Warhawks will burn a timeout, and that will be the call. So we'll take a quick break with them. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service. But more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
All right, back here at Izamel Family Field, 2nd and 11 for the Warhawks out of the timeout, an early timeout. The Warhawks had to burn with Blackwell-Williams in the gun. He'll fire it right side. He has a receiver on the screen, but the Tornadoes are there to swallow him up behind the line of scrimmage. Another loss on 2nd down as Caden Spencer made the grab. Hayden Ross was there with the first contact, and it'll be 3rd and long for the Warhawks. Rick, you're seeing them rally to the football here early on in this one.
Yes, indeed. We were seeing good defense. The Tornadoes look prepared for this.
I actually think it was Trenier Alexander on the right side that made the grab on the screen. As Blackwell-Williams in the gun, two receivers split out to the left and the right. He drops the throw, looks long, fires long. He has a receiver down the right sideline, and it's off his hands, incomplete. DJ Bradley got loose across the middle of the field near about the 35 of the Tornadoes, but the throw just a little bit low, and it'll be 4th and long.
Yeah, that was well played by the Tornado defender. I believe that was that Morrison out there.
A good defense on the back end there to apply the coverage, as it'll be, looks like a mean out to punt once again.
Pringle back deep.
And Pringle is back deep for this kick. As the Warhawks pump for the first time, now the official over the ball, play clock under 5 seconds. And it hits zero. No whistles yet, and there will not be a whistle as a punt is sent away. It's a spinning kick over the head of Pringle at the 30. He'll scoop it up, look for some room. Down the left sideline, he cuts back. He makes a couple moves. He's to the 40, stiff arms at the 40, and he's taken down by a host of Warhawks near the 40-yard line to set up Brevard in good field position.
Good punt by the Warhawks. Got just over Pringle's head, but he rebounded, got the ball, and was moving. Looked like he had some speed coming to his right.
Looks like Shikey Yates was the one that sent that punt away. He's listed as a linebacker on the roster, but he just did the punting duties and sent away a pretty good kick to flip the field position a little bit. 1st and 10, Brevard at the 40-yard line with Mitchell in the shotgun. One receiver to the right, one split out wide side left. He takes a snap, hands off up the middle. He's stuffed after a couple yards. Dominic Fenwick with the carry. And it'll be 2nd and about 8. Stacey Hopkins Jr. on the stop for the Warhawks. And it'll be 2nd and medium for Brevard.
All right, we're keeping our eye on number 11 for the Warhawks. That's Johnson, the linebacker. He looks to be the Mike on that defense.
Mitchell in the gun, running back to his left hip. He hands off Fenwick again up the middle. He's contacted right at the line of scrimmage and stopped maybe a yard. Gained on the play. It'll be 3rd and about a long 6, maybe 7, as the clock spins under 11 minutes. Taquivius Johnson was the one on the stop. For the Warhawks, Rick, that's who you just mentioned as the quarterback of this defense, and he makes a nice play to force 3rd and medium. We'll see if Brevard decides to air it out here on 3rd down, nearing midfield. Pringle all the way out to the wide side left. A tight formation with 3 split out to the right. Running back Fenwick with Mitchell in the gun. He takes the snap, drops the throw. Looks left, fires left. It's caught at the 45 by Caden Clark, but he's short of the marker at the 46-yard line. Make it the maybe 46 and a half, but it'll be 4th down and 5, and the Tornadoes will punt again. Nice little quick route there on the hitch route, but not enough for 1st down yardage, and the Tornadoes will punt it away near midfield with under 10 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. Wagner back to send it away. 2 back for the Warhawks, standing at about the 15-yard line. And it's going to be a fake punt. Bruni up the middle. He's got room across the 50, across the 40. There goes Jake Bruni across the 30, and he gets a block. He's spilled down at the 25-yard line of the Georgia Warhawks. And a beautiful fake punt to set up the Tornadoes in Georgia Warhawk territory.
That was a perfect timed play. They caught the Georgia Warhawks sleeping on that one, no doubt. And the big boys up front just couldn't gather it in to get that to get a hold of them.
And there's some flashes that the coaches talk about with Jake Bruni. The athleticism, the speed for a tight end. He was across the 50 in no time, and you blink, he's at the 25-yard line. As Brevard sets up 1st and 10. Mitchell in the gun with Floyd to his left hip. Play action. He drops the throw. Pump fake. Now we'll throw to the end zone. Pringle's there. Left pylon, and it's off his hands. Incomplete. Zacharias Alford on the coverage. A really well-placed ball from Mitchell. Pringle just couldn't haul it in.
Good pass there by Mitchell. And we're seeing a lot of good stuff. That was a good play. Pringle just a little bit off his fingers. Hey, it's still early.
Clock stopped at 8:41. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tornado offense at the Georgia Warhawks 25-yard line. Play clock under 15 seconds. Mitchell back in the shotgun with Floyd on his right hip. Bruni split out to the right. Along with Sean Spencer, Pringle to the left. Mitchell drops the throw. He escapes pressure. He fumbled the football, and the Warhawks are going to scoop it up at their own 37-yard line. A strip sack. Mitchell loses the ball, and the Warhawks create a quick turnover after the fake punt from the Tornadoes.
Great strip sack. They really got in. It came in from the right side. Number 11, though, Johnson, the linebacker, playing a heck of a game so far for the Georgia Warhawks.
It looks like Keon Brooks poked that one loose And the Warhawks able to recover at their own 37-yard line to set up 1st and 10. So it looked like the Tornadoes were driving down the field to get the first score of the game, and the Warhawks create a turnover with 8:32 to go in the first quarter. 3 out to the right, 1 on the left for the quarterback, Tylen Blackwell-Williams, running back with him in the backfield on his left hip as 2 receivers come in motion. And he takes the snap, fires right side, another screen pass. It's caught behind the line of scrimmage, and the Tornadoes are there once again. It was Demetrius Grant Jr. with the catch, but Hayden Ross is right there. The screen pass is not fooling the Tornadoes early on. We've seen a lot of east-west, not a lot of north-south from this Warhawk offense so far.
So, yep, exactly. The Tornadoes are playing it right. They are reading the offense's cues and going. And the guy's not hiding it well, but that was a great defensive play by the Tornadoes. But the offensive quarterback, no, he looks right. He doesn't appear to have many options.
Looks like 2nd and 13 for the Warhawks, 3-yard loss on 1st down. Quarterback takes the snap, 2-step drop to throw. He'll fire it deep. He's got a receiver, but 2 defensive backs right there, and they run into each other. And almost like in baseball where you scream, I got it, I got it. 2 were right there for the Tornadoes. It was Dantes Walker and it looked like Cannon Morrison were both there trying to field. It was almost like a punt, but neither could come up with it. But just showing that all the guys are rallying the football, I think you're okay with that if you're head coach Terrence Gant.
Yeah, Ryan, that was interesting. Here we go again.
Blackwell-Williams in the gun. He's got 3 to the right, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. He puts the receiver in motion on 3rd and 13. That's the play clock under 5 seconds. He takes the snap, drops the throw, pressure coming in. He escapes for a moment, escapes to the right side. He's got room, but he's taken down across the 40. Good defense by the Tornadoes. Marvin Pulley was the first there, and it sets up 4th and 7.
Good play. Good play. He looked like he could scramble and was going to get out of it. The defense rallied, followed the ball carrier, and took him down for just a short, I shouldn't say short, but a gain. They're now 4th down.
It's going to be Miles Witherspoon, I believe, back to receive. There's 2 number 10s. I'm going to take a shot and say it's a 5'7" Witherspoon back to receive. There's a brief stoppage here. The Warhawks trying to figure out the punting unit here, and the play clock will run out, and whistles blow. Did the Warhawks burn another timeout? Let's see. They're going to take the delay of game. With 6:49 to go in the first quarter, it will push the Warhawks back to make it 4th and about 11 and a half, we'll call it. And back to punt again is Shockey Yates. High snap. He jumps to retrieve it, and the punt unit was there to try and block it. Couldn't get a hand on it as it bounces to Witherspoon right near the 30, and it'll be down right there. Nose of the football on the 30-yard line. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. The Tornadoes offensive unit back on the field. We'll keep it right here, Rick. The Tornadoes have done well defensively to stop the Warhawks, especially after that turnover.
Yeah, and you the receive guys back to receive the punt just all knew what to do, and we saw an instance in yesterday's game where nobody was paying attention. The ball hit one of them. No, these guys all got away from it.
So the Tornadoes set up shop offensively at its own 30-yard line with Mitchell in the shotgun. Spencer split out to the right, Pringle to the left. Running back in the backfield with Caden Mitchell. It's Fabian Williford on his right hip. He puts Pringle in motion, tight to the formation. It's a jet touch pass. Pringle takes to the left boundary, but the Warhawks are right there.
Yep.
And it's a loss on 1st down, a loss of about 4. It looks like Duran Gaskins and Brandon Faison were there for the Warhawk defense. Not fooled again. East-West game on both sides has not really been all that effective so far.
A lot of speed there on the Warhawks defense that to stretch that play out.
Go ahead.
Nope.
2nd and 14 for the Tornado offense with the play clock under 15 seconds to go. On 2nd and 14 for the first time today, Mitchell under center. He's got a running back with him in the backfield. It's Brandon Waldrop as he puts Bruni in motion, tight formation with Pringle the fourth out to the right. Mitchell takes a snap, play action, bootleg to the right. He's looking deep. He has Pringle, who had a double move, and he catches it over the shoulder across the 30, across the 20, and I believe he stepped out near the 20-yard line. And another connection to Herbert Pringle the fourth, and it's going to be a first down, Tornadoes deep in Warhawk territory. What a connection there. You saw the double move from Pringle the fourth. Maybe not the play design, but he got loose down the right sideline, and Mitchell found him.
Yeah, Pringle, no surprise to us. He picking up where he left off in the last game, and the long pass rewarding to the Tornado offense.
And you could see him a little bit frustrated. He was trying to tiptoe the sideline. He had the end zone in the sights, but he stepped out the 27. It'll be 1st and 10, Brevard, with Hicks with him in the gun. Now fired left side, and it's picked off. It's picked off down the right sideline. Go the Warhawks across the 40, across the 30 to the 20. Mitchell able to wrangle him down inside the 10-yard line. And another Brevard turnover. Mitchell picked off by Isaiah Evans. And just like that, the Warhawks flipped the field.
Yeah, Evans just stepped in front of the Tornado receiver, and there was no they were lucky that the quarterback was able to catch him. That gentleman showed a lot of speed.
So now the Warhawks set up inside the 10. It's kind of a game of hot potato and who wants to score first in this one. But the Warhawks' best field position of the day for either side. First time either team has crossed the opposing team's 10-yard line. As Tylen Blackwell Williams back in at quarterback. He's got Micah Smith with him in the gun. Handoff goes right side. He breaks a tackle to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, DeMonte Bethea on the called an 8-yard touchdown, running the Warhawks on the board first. Good hard running there, Rick, from the Warhawk running back DeMonte Bethea.
Which is, it's interesting to watch. They've sure got the size on the line, and they don't appear to be running any games as far as pulling or doing anything. Just the speed of the backs alone is impressive.
Tyler Amin in to try the extra point to make this a 7-point game with 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Amin takes a couple steps back, ready to kick the PAT. Amin lines it up. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, it's blocked. The kick is blocked, and it's careening at about the 30-yard line. It's scooped up. He lost it, and it's just kicked around. The Tornadoes will eventually scoop it up, and good kick coverage there to thwart the extra point attempt. As we'll take a look at that block. Really nice job by the Tornadoes special teams unit. Looked like an opportunity maybe to get two, but the Tornadoes couldn't pick it up cleanly. Nonetheless, it's a 6-0 ball game. We'll keep it right here as both teams ready to go pretty quickly. And, Rick, nice play from the Tornadoes to maybe get some momentum back.
Most certainly. And I think you summed it earlier. The theme of this game so far is the hot potato. It's interesting to see who wants it in a way. That the blocked extra point there was phenomenal to watch, but they couldn't pick it up and advance it, as you said.
Miles Witherspoon and Herbert Pringle IV back to receive the kick from Tyler Amin, who just had his extra point blocked. So it's 6-0 Georgia Warhawks, with Brevard set to get the ball back here with 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Amin trots up to the football, a line drive kick, a spinning kick. That bounces in front of Witherspoon at the 20. He'll field it, pick it up across the 30. He makes a spin move at the 35, cuts back at the 40, and he is hawked down near the 50-yard line by Joshua Maxwell. And another good return for Miles Witherspoon.
Great run back there by Witherspoon.
So the Tornadoes, it looks like the ball will be right smack dab at the 50. And the new quarterback coming in for the Tornadoes. It'll be Truett Sanchez in at quarterback. with 4:28 to go in the first quarter. The ball set maybe a hair off the 50 for 1st and 10. Sanchez in the gun. He's got Jamar Hicks to his left hip. And a receiver split out right to the left. Handoff goes to Hicks. He bursts up the middle for 5, and he carries the defenders to about the 41-yard line. And it'll be just short of first down yardage, 9 yards on the first carry for Hicks. And he's spilled down by DJ Bradley at the 41-yard line. So 2nd and 1 for the Tornado offense.
Good run there. And number 11, Johnson, the linebacker, he's all over the place, I'm telling you, and he was in on that play as well.
Sanchez under center with Hicks behind him, about 5 yards offset from the quarterback. Sanchez has trouble with the snap, but he's able to get it back. Now Hicks breaks across the 40, and it's to about the 39, about 3 yards, but it's enough for a Tornado first down as Lovett and Wright made this stop. And Brevard across the 40-yard line, another drive into Warhawk territory. There's been 2 so far today. The Tornadoes have come up empty on both with turnovers. But trying to fix that here late in the first quarter. Sanchez in the gun with Jamar Hicks on his left hip. Once again, Pringle split out to the right. 3 to the left. Sanchez back in the belly of Hicks, but he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Look like Khalik Maddox there on the stop. First one there for the Warhawks, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Big boy up front for the Warhawks, Rick.
That is. They had good the linebacker facing right there on the play as well, helping the lineman make the tackle.
First quarter clock under 3 minutes to go as Sanchez back in the gun. Spencer split out to the left with Witherspoon tight in the formation. As Spencer comes in motion, Sanchez takes the snap, drops the pass. He escapes the pocket to the left side, looking left. He will fire left and has Spencer, who it's off his hands.
My goodness.
Incomplete. Sean Spencer couldn't come up with it, but good improvising from the quarterback Sanchez to extend the play and find an open receiver. The pass just falls incomplete.
It does, and you could hear it in my voice. The pass was right there. It was in his hands. Got to hold on to it, son. If you touch it, you can catch it.
2:29 to go in the first quarter. Clock is stopped, and it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Brevard offense. Sanchez in the gun. He options Hicks from his left to his right hip. Pringle the 4th split out to the left, Spencer to the right. Play action for Sanchez, pump fake. He looks deep. He's looking for Spencer again. Some contact. Will we see a flag? No, we won't. Spencer was covered tightly by Caden Wright. A little bit of hand fighting there. I think it's a good no call, Rick, down the right sideline.
Well, the crowd doesn't agree with you. They're the hometown crowd, Tornadoes, and there was, you got it. There was some hand fighting. There was a little pushing off, but I'm not sure that was indeed the right no call.
Side Judge Anthony Shepard had a good look at it, and he will discuss with Terrence Gant on the Brevard sideline. The Tornadoes will set up to go for it on 4th down from the Warhawks' 39-yard line.
All right.
Spencer to the left. Witherspoon comes in motion right to left with Pringle the 4th on the right side as well. Sanchez looking deep. There's a flag down the left sideline. A lot of contact in that time.
Now,
are we going to get a penalty on that one? I don't think so.
Yeah, we've got a flag down, though.
Flag down the line of scrimmage. Witherspoon was a lot of contact that took him down the turf. And we're waiting for the call. With the flag sitting at the 40, and the Brevard offense is going to come to the sideline here. It looks like this one might go on Brevard, and the Tornadoes will opt to punt. That's my view of it here as the offense heads to the Tornado sideline. Illegal motion. The penalty was declined. And Terrence Gant, irate, pointing to the Warhawk sideline saying, where was the flag over there? I think he had more of a case that time. Nonetheless,
yes,
no call.
You're right.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Warhawks from their own 39-yard line.
Ryan, you are spot on that one. I have to agree. That just he was on his back. What can I say? All right, here we go.
So it'll be Blackwell Williams in the gun with Jaden Miller, the running back, on his left hip. Two split out to the left, to the wide side right. Hands off up the middle, running back, or Britton, spilled down at the 39-yard line for no gain. Looks like first there on the stop was Trayvon Harrington-Heaton. And also Jaden Gill in on the stop. Clock's under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, as it'll be second and long for the Warhawk offense. Rick, this defense has done a good job here in the first quarter, despite having a back against the wall scenario on the interception inside the 10. That's the only points we have in this game. Snap taken, fires right side. It's complete. This time they break loose a little bit. He has room down the right sidelines. Demetrius Grant Jr., and I think that's more of what the Warhawks were expecting on those screen plays, and it's going to be a first down across the 50. They've tried that play a couple times. It's the first time it really broke loose, and Dantes Walker was able to make maybe a touchdown-saving tackle right there with Grant Jr. getting loose down the right sideline. Ball right on the 50 as we head towards a minute to go in the first quarter.
And they've got they've loaded up here on both sides.
Blackwell Williams in the gun. Handoff goes right side. It's going to be Marlon Britton on the carry. He'll gain about 2 to the 49-yard line. Trayvon Harrington-Heaton there on the stop once again. 2nd and 9 from the 49. Play clock and game clock separated by about 10 seconds as we head towards the end of this first quarter. The Warhawks break the huddle with 19 on the play clock. Blackwell Williams in the shotgun with Marlon Britton on his left hip. 2 split out to the right, to the left. Williams up the middle, design quarterback run, but he is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage by a host of tornadoes. Looks like Jordan Fox was the first one there. And I think that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It'll be 3rd and about 9 for the Warhawks out of the quarter break. 6-0 Georgia Warhawks on an 8-yard run from DeMonte Bethea. And the Tornadoes have had some stuff going offensively, but haven't been able to find the end zone. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Got it. Back here at Islamel Family Field out of the quarter break. It's 3rd and 9 for the Warhawks, just across the 50 at the 49. 3 split out to the left, 1 to the right. Williams takes the snap, drops the throw, fires long, and it's incomplete. Intended for Michael Stewart. It looked like DJ Womack was in on the coverage. And it'll be 4th and 9. The Warhawks will punt. Good job out of the quarter break, Rick, to
Well, that was Boatwright. I don't know, hadn't been was the quarterback on that play. And I don't know that I had seen him.
Yeah, he did come in for that.
Just
for that
one
snap.
play.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shikey Yates in the punt on 4th down and 9 to go with Herbert Pringle, the 4th back to receive. Yates takes a snap. He sends it away. A high kick, a good one, to about the 12-yard line. Pringle the fourth field. He's down the left sideline, the 25, the 30, and he steps out right near the 30-yard line. I think will be spotted right at the 30. Good return as Felton was able to push him out.
A lot of good pressure on the punter on that play as well. He just missed the block. I didn't pick up the number, but the Tornado just missed the ball.
So 1st and 10 for Brevard from its own 30-yard line with Sanchez back in at quarterback. He's joined in the backfield by Jamar Hicks. And he's got one receiver to the left, one split to the wide side right. Sanchez takes the snap, pulls out of the belly of Hicks, fires left side. Williford has it at the 30, stiff arms at the 35, and takes his defenders across the 40 and has first down yardage. Hard running by Fabian Williford to carry his defenders across the 40-yard line. He has a first down at the 42.
We had been talking about the play of number 11, the linebacker, but he was manhandled in that play by the Tornado running back.
Ty Breeze in at quarterback for the Tornadoes. He's got Hicks on his left hip, and he puts him in motion. Takes the snap. It's a designed run up the middle. He takes it to the 45. He's spilled down at about the 47, make it the 46. And it's about a 5-yard gain on first down. Carl Packer was in on the stop. And it'll set up second and medium for the Tornado offense. And an offside called on the defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and the Tornadoes take that because it's 1st down and 5 instead of 2nd and 5. So a wise decision there by Coach Gant, despite it only being a yard extra. But it'll be 1st and 5 for the Tornado offense. Sanchez back in the game at quarterback. He's got Dominic Fenwick on his right hip. Takes a snap, rolls to the right. Looking right, he'll fire right, has Bruni down the right sideline. He makes the grab at the 30-yard line, and he's taken down by Deron Gaskins, and another Tornado drive going deep into Warhawk territory.
Good catch by the freshman out of Naples, Florida. It was wide open, made his way down there. They're getting the receivers deep. Good pass also. You gotta give some love to our quarterback there, Sanchez.
Yeah, nice read by Sanchez there. And they talk about Bruni's ability a lot. He's got a tight end build, but he seems to have wide receiver speed. As Sanchez under center, running back deep in the backfield. It's a pitch that goes out wide left, and Fenwick is taken down at about the 28-yard line. So a gain of maybe 1 on the pitch play to the running back Fenwick. And it'll be 2nd and 9 as the clock spins under 13 minutes to go before halftime.
Seems like the Tornadoes are having more success going up the middle, which is tough to do because those are big gentlemen up there. But getting outside, boy, they got the speed at linebacker to do the Georgia Warhawks.
Sanchez in the gun with Fenwick on his left hip. He's got Bruni and Spencer split out to the right with Pringle the fourth to the left. Sanchez drops the pass. He'll roll right. He'll fire in the middle. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. And incomplete. It was intended for the tight end, Hudson Patrick. But it's incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Seems like 4-down territory again for the Tornadoes, Rick. They tried it across the 50 last time around, and if they're not able to pick up this 3rd down, I'd expect them to go for it again. With Sanchez in the gun, Spencer all the way out to the wide side, right, Pringle the fourth, tighten the formation to the left. Now Bruni will sub in late as the official stands over the ball, gives the Warhawks a chance to make a late sub as well. Play clock under 5 seconds. The official gets off the ball. Sanchez takes a late snap. Now whistles blow.
Yep.
And I think this is going to be called a Tornado timeout or a delay of game. We'll see what the call is. It will be a Tornado timeout. And Rick, I want to take a second to explain to the viewers watching why the official stood over the football with under 5 seconds on the play clock. That's because the Tornadoes subbed in Jake Bruni with about 10 seconds on the play clock, and you got to give the Warhawks an opportunity to match that sub if they decide to do so. So it's not like the officials just holding up the play to hold it up. It's part of the thing when you make a late substitution to let the other side make one as well.
Very good.
So Tornadoes back on the field, just a brief 30-second timeout. With 12:18 to go in the second quarter. It'll still be 3rd and 10 for the Brevard offense from the Georgia Warhawk 29-yard line. Sanchez in the shotgun, same formation with Bruni and Spencer split out to the right, Pringle the fourth to the left. Sanchez rolls right, he'll fire to the opposite side of the left. Williford's got space across the 20, across the 10. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he's spilled down at about the 5-yard line by Zycurius Alford. And a great play design. The execution was there for Sanchez as well. Roll to one side, throw the other, and Williford had plenty of room.
Reading my mind, Ryan, as you do so well. That was a great play selection there by the coach, and Garcia just executed it perfectly. Waited to the last minute, had the defender on him, and got the ball out there.
So Sanchez will be under center with Nehemiah Floyd in the backfield with him. Spencer out to the right, Pringle the fourth, tighten the formation to the left. Handoff goes Floyd. He's got room across the 5. Takes his defender to the goal line. It's a touchdown. Touchdown Tornadoes. Nehemiah Floyd finds the end zone, and we're tied at 6 pending the extra point. Good hard running there, Rick.
Most certainly, and I think the more we continue to see the running game from the Tornadoes, the more success they will have.
Jaden Boone in to try the extra point and give the Tornadoes a 1-point edge after Brevard blocked the extra point when the Warhawks scored the game's opening touchdown. Snaps back, hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is through. 7-6 Brevard with 11:29 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a look at that touchdown run from Nehemiah Floyd. Was contacted near the line of scrimmage, which has kept the legs moving, and that's exactly what you want to see out of your freshman running back to find the end zone. We'll take a quick 15-second break and be back on the other side.
Bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
Back here at Ozamel Family Field, the Tornadoes have taken a 1-point edge over the Georgia Warhawks with 11:29 to go in the second quarter. Nehemiah Floyd finds pay dirt, and Jaden Boone knocks through the extra point with Gavin Wagner set to kick it away for the Tornadoes. Kylan Rhodes back to receive, as well as Trenier Alexander. Wagner trotting up to the football. He sends an onside kick, and right there with the recovery was Sherrod Bobo II. And good job by the hands team there, not caught off guard, and Bobo II recovers, which allows the Warhawks to set up shop at the Tornadoes' 46-yard line.
Unbelievable. That was when. For those of you who weren't looking in there at the screen, yeah, that went right to the number 7 of the Bobo of the Warhawks.
And the Tornadoes not afraid to take some risks, but the Warhawks ready for it. As Tayshawn Boatwright into the game at quarterback, he has 2 split out to the right, to the left, as he puts the receiver in motion, and Trenier Alexander.
Well, Boatwright appears to be the throwing quarterback. Let's see what happens.
Takes the snap, handoff goes up the middle, and DeMonte Bethea is wrangled down behind the line of scrimmage. And Trevon Harrington Eden was first in on the stop. It'll be second and about 12 yards to go.
And I thought the Warhawks were going to change quarterbacks there.
Boatwright stays in at quarterback as we head towards 11 minutes to play here in the second quarter. This time Britton in the backfield with Boatwright. 2 out to the right and 2 split out to the wide side left. Boatwright takes a snap, 2-step drop to throw. He'll fire left, and it's short, incomplete, intended for number 9, Christian Johnson. A long throw for Boatwright. He just couldn't get it there, and it's going to be a 3rd and long. 3rd down and about, we'll say 11 and a half to go. The Warhawks were set up in tornado territory after recovering the onside kick, but have only moved backwards since. As Boatwright rejoins the huddle from the sideline. Stands back in the gun with DeMonte Bethea motioning from his left hip to his right. One split out to the right, 3 to the left on 3rd and 12. Boatwright takes the snap. He fires left. He has a receiver across the 45, but he trips up at the 44. Kylan Rhodes tried to cut back and make a move, but he lost his footing. Gains about 3, but it'll be 4th and 9. And the Warhawks will punt it away despite being across the 50-yard line. Want to play the field position game and not give the Tornadoes the ball back in favorable territory.
Now we're going to keep our eye here on the, they almost blocked the last punt. So I think the pressure is very possible again up front.
Shaike Yates will punt. Herbert Pringle, the 4th, back to receive. As the snap is low, he's able to field it. It's a line drive kick. Skips by Pringle at the 12-yard line and into the end zone. And it will set up the Tornadoes on a touchback. And now a late flag comes in. Did see a little commotion on the right sideline. Didn't see who was who on that play, but both players took a spill, and we'll work this one out.
Well, Joshua Maxwell for the Warhawks was in there wrestling down the Tornado, who I did not get a chance to get the number of. I want to say 20. But it was, they were just rolling and tumbling.
So the punt was sent away at the 44-yard line. I'm interested to see what the net yardage will be on that punt. It's already a touchback, and we'll see if more yards are added on to the end of the kick. It will set the Tornadoes back. It was a holding penalty. I was thinking maybe a personal foul there on either side, but it's just a holding penalty, and we'll put the Tornadoes, I believe, back at the 15. Or make it the 10. Now whistles blow. The officials are trotting the ball back. Now a discussion will be had. It turned out to work out okay despite the touchback. And now they're moving the ball up. Okay, so just got word it's going to be on the Warhawks. So the Tornadoes have the ball at the 30-yard line. Punted from the 44, so really just a 14-yard punt, all things considered. And it's a penalty on the Warhawks, and the Tornadoes will have the ball 1st and 10 at its own 30-yard line, and the officials continue to discuss. Now the Warhawks will burn a timeout, so a little bit to work out after that play. And we'll take a brief break with them, a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service. But more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Back here at Isomel Family Field, a little bit further clarification. Now see the ball set up at the 35-yard line. It was first called a holding, and then they worked it out to where it was a dead ball personal foul. So it moves the ball after the touchback from the 20 to the 35-yard line. We're set up ready to go. 1st and 10 for Brevard from its own 35. Two backs in the backfield with Sanchez in the gun. Pringle tight to the formation to the left as he puts Parker Standridge in motion. Sanchez hands up the middle to Williford. He cuts to the left, spin moves out of a tackle, and he's wrangled down at about the 41-yard line. Good hard running from Williford. He's really made an impact in this game so far.
Keep running that ball, Coach. They really are making the best of the game by doing so. The passes are making big yardage, but the running game is keeping them in it.
J.T. McCluskey was there on the stop after Williford gains, call it 5.5, maybe 6 on 1st down as Sanchez lines up under center. Tight formation for the Tornadoes with Williford in the backfield. He puts the tight end in motion. Sanchez takes a snap. It's a pitch wide right side to Williford. He breaks out of a tackle across the 40, flag down the left sideline as Williford spilled down right near the first down marker. And it's in the area of illegal motion again on the Tornadoes. We'll see if that's the call, and that will be the call. And that's twice now the Tornadoes have had illegal formation in this ball game, and we'll move them back just a little bit.
My goodness.
It's natural for a young team to have some of these formation issues early in their college careers.
Well, and we're seeing a different quarterback than they started with, and we're keeping our eye out on that. Garcia's doing a good job, no doubt.
So Sanchez lines up in the gun with Williford on his right hip. Bruni and Pringle the fourth split out to the left with Sean Spencer wide side right. Sanchez takes the snap. He hands Williford again. He has space across the left side. He's taken down at about the 41. And that'll set up third and about 5 yards. Clark Parker there on the stop. And it puts us back near the original line of scrimmage as whistles blow. Clock will stop at 8:26. Maybe for a brief injury. It looks like shaken up was Brandon Faison as he heads back to the sideline. And Devin Felton will be the corresponding substitution for the Warhawks here for third down and 5 yards to go. So third and medium for Brevard at its own 41-yard line. Spencer heading out to the wide side right. Witherspoon tighten the formation to the right with Pringle the fourth out to the left. Spencer comes in motion. Sanchez takes the snap, drops the throw, looks right. Escapes the pocket to the right side, and he'll fire right, has a receiver. It's off the hands and incomplete of Miles Harris, and a flag down the backfield in the area of holding as the clock will stop at 7:57 to go in the second quarter. If I had to guess, that's going to be the call here, and it is. Holding on Brevard, and it'll be a 10-yard penalty retry and third down.
Good eye there, Ryan. That and they keep we keep going back and forth on the it's laundry day here at Brevard College.
Yeah, so it'll put Brevard back. It'll be third and about 14 from Brevard's own 31-yard line. Dominic Fenwick in the backfield with Fabian Williford as well to the left and right hip of Truett Sanchez. Two receivers split out to the right. One to the left. Sanchez drops the throw. Looks deep. Steps up in the pocket. He's hit. The ball is out, and it's recovered by the Warhawks. Sherrod Bobo the second knocked it loose. Khalik Maddox there to recover. And the third turnover of the day for the Brevard offense sets up the Warhawks at Brevard's 30-yard line.
Sanchez just holding on to the ball a little too long, trying to find somebody. And that came to – the heat came from behind. He didn't see it. Good play by the Warhawks.
So Georgia Warhawks ball at Brevard's 30-yard line. And, Rick, like you said, it's been a little bit of a tug of war with field position for both sides here in this ball game. It's Boatwright back in at quarterback. Marlon Britton to the left hip of him. Two out to the left, one or two to the right for Boatwright in the shotgun. Takes a snap, two-step drop to throw. He'll escape to his right. Looking right still. Now he takes it himself across the 30 to about the 24-yard line. And he'll set up second and medium for the Warhawk offense.
Boatwright trying a little deception there, pointing down like he's going to hit the receiver, and the whole way he's just going to run. It was all him.
Clock spins under 7.5 minutes to go before halftime. Boatwright back in the gun. He's got two out to the left, two to the right, with Britton on his right hip. Boatwright takes a shotgun snap, drops the throw, looks left, fires left, has a receiver, but it's a short arm throw that misses the wide receiver Tavon Evans near the 5-yard line. And it'll be third and a long 4.
Good play there by number 99 for the Tornadoes, Tyler McClendon, getting in there to put pressure on Boatwright.
Third down and a long 4 from Brevard's 24-yard line. As Boatwright lines up back in the gun, Britton on his left hip, two to the wide side left, and two split out to the right for Tayshawn Boatwright. Play clock under 10. He takes a shotgun snap, drops the throw, looks left, escapes up the middle. Now a holding penalty in the backfield as the throw is incomplete, intended for a wide receiver number 45, DJ Bradley.
And we
saw that holding as it played out. It'll be a holding call on the Georgia Warhawks. It looked like Nick Small wrestled a tornado pass rusher to the turf. And it'll be a 3rd down and very long for the Warhawk offense.
Yeah, he had him pinned down. That was they saw that from the dorm window. That was that obvious.
So 7 minutes on the dot to go. Clock is stopped. And instead of making it 4th and medium, Brevard opts to make it 4th and a long 15 for the Warhawk offense from the 34.5-yard line.
Yeah, you happen to see the other defensive lineman come up and pat him on the back and going, what are you doing?
Britton to the left hip, a Boatwright. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right on 3rd and 15. Britton goes in motion. Boatwright drops the pass. Now a flag again at the line of scrimmage. This pass is going to be picked off. The Tornadoes pick it off at the 15, going across the 30 to the 40-yard line, and he'll step out of bounds at the 42. Sean Allen hauls it in and takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we find out what the laundry's about.
As Sean Allen makes the play, and it looks like in the area of a formation call. It was dropped on the snap, and it's a legal motion. Sometimes you can tell, Rick, the timing and the placement of these flags, you have a little bit of an idea what the call is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're about 4 for 4 today.
And Ryan, you are 4 for 4. You get it in every one of them perfectly. That's great.
So Tornadoes football on their own 42-yard line after Allen picks off Boatwright on 3rd and long. And with 6:48 to go, the Tornadoes will look to take a larger lead at 7-6 Brevard. The Tornadoes, the difference is the Tornadoes converted an extra point, and the Warhawks had one blocked. And we'll see what Sanchez has on this drive after fumbling the ball in the last. Pringle, the 4th, out to the left, 1 out to the wide side right. He takes his snap, 2-step drop to throw, fires left. Pringle down the left sideline, and he dropped the ball. He's getting that separation, and that ball was put right in the breadbasket. Just maybe heard the footsteps of the covering Isaiah Evans, and it's 2nd and 10.
Forgive my grunt of angst, but he had it. I'm going to tell you right now, Pringle had it.
And it's
just
youth.
Couldn't hold on to it.
It's youth. It's natural. But you see the route running ability of Herbert Pringle, the 4th. He was open down the left sideline. A really nice ball from Sanchez, too. Led him towards the sideline. That's exactly where you want the football if you're a wide receiver. Sanchez back in the gun. Sean Spencer to the left. Bruni split out wide side to the right. He puts Spencer in motion, tight to the formation. He takes the snap, drops the throw. Looks left, and he is taken down deep back in Brevard territory at the 25. Shike, he Yates with the stop, and he's done a little bit of everything. He's done the punting duties. Now he gets a sack to make it 3rd and very long for this Tornado offense.
Guys got to block up front. Got to pick those games up that they're running up there with the linebackers.
So 3rd and a country mile at Brevard's own 27-yard line. And with about 6 minutes to go, we'll see what Brevard opts to do on 3rd and very long. Jaden Brown split out to the left. Bruni and Witherspoon to the right. Handoff goes up the middle. Some space to about the 35-yard line for Fabian Williford, but it's not going to be close to enough for a 1st down, and Brevard will punt. Momentum is like a pendulum swing here in this one. Right when you think one side has it, somebody else does something and swing it back to the other side, Rick.
Oh, most certainly. It's a fun game to watch, though. This is a very entertaining game. We see both sides up and down, back and forth. And, hey, now it's Brevard's turn to punt. And we'll keep our eye on this, as we said.
About 5.5 to play before halftime with Wagner to do the punting duties. Low snap, and he coughs it up. Wagner able to jump back on it, but it'll be 1st and 10 Warhawks at Brevard's 25-yard line.
And the announcer's curse strikes, as I said. They had problems last game with the punting game. They seem to have had it under control here, but low snap right there, and the punter a little bit of, well, I don't know, it'd be the same way, a little bit of panic once that ball hits the ground.
5:09 clock is stopped, and the Warhawks again with a golden opportunity to take the lead back. Demonte Bethea in the backfield with Boatwright on 1st and 10. 2 split out to the wide side left, 1 to the right. As Boatwright takes the snap, drops the throw, fires it over the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for trainer Alexander. And another short throw. Boatwright has the right reads. He's just left it a little short today.
Yes, indeed. Good play.
2nd and 10, Warhawks, 5:05 to go before halftime. As Boatwright sets up in the gun, Bethea on his left hip, 2 to the right and 2 to the left on 2nd and 10. Play clock under 10. Takes the snap, 2-step drop to throw, sprints out left, looking left. He'll take it himself across the 20 and a burst to about the 15-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out at the 19. And he was forced out by Paul Love, the defensive back. So 3rd and medium with under 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Probably 4-down territory here for the Warhawks. Can't imagine they try a kick from here. And you only need 5, and you got likely 2 downs to get it. Wouldn't be surprised to see a run here on 3rd and 5.
And we'll keep our eyes on it. Boatwright seems to be extra confident.
Boatwright in the gun with Britton on his left hip. He's got 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Takes the snap, drops the throw, looks left, pressure coming in. He escapes for a moment to the right. He'll fire right side. He has Alexander, who's able to wrangle it in and has it across the 10 to the 6-yard line. It's 1st down yardage for the Warhawks.
Good pass by Boatwright on that one.
And better job by Alexander. He bobbled it initially, was able to get possession back before going out of bounds, and
most certainly
Hayden Ross was there to push him out. It's a 1st down, Warhawks at the Brevard 6-yard line. We'll see what the defense has here with under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Play clock to 10 seconds. Britton in the gun with the quarterback, Tayshawn Boatwright. He takes the snap. It's an errant snap. Gets over the head. It's kicked around, but nice job by Boatwright to jump on it with Decorius Jenkins in pursuit as well. And it'll be a 2nd and goal, but from beyond the 15-yard line now. Boatwright a little shaken up as he took a hit on the back end of that play. He goes down, and trainers will come out as the clock stops at 3:16 to go before half. We'll take a break with them as Boatwright gets checked down at about the 24-yard line. We'll let him get looked at, and we'll be right back after a 30-second break.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
We're back here at Islamel Family Field. It's 2nd and goal from the 19-yard line. As quarterback who started the game, Tylen Blackwell-Williams back in at quarterback after Boatwright a little shaken up. 3:16 to go here before half. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Rick, the Warhawks seem to be pretty okay with this formation. It hasn't really changed most of the game. And when they have tried to put receivers in motion, it's been illegal formation, illegal motion, or what have you. So the Warhawks may be trying to simplify things down the stretch here in this first half. Williams takes the snap. Pressure comes in. He's hit as he throws to the end zone. Jump ball, and it's knocked away. Nice job. The ball intended for Tavon Evans, and Jordan Dixon was there to knock it away.
Great pressure That was exceptional from the linebackers, especially number 50 there for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, Decorius Jenkins applied the pressure, and Sean Allen was there defensively to knock that ball away. And it's 3rd and goal from the 19. Boatwright back in the game at quarterback with Britton in the backfield to his right hip. Now motion on the line of scrimmage, a false start, and it will move the Warhawks back 5 yards. The tug-of-war field position, both teams really not doing themselves any favors when they get close to the goal line.
The left tackle for the Warhawks just stood up after everybody got set. So
3rd down and goal from the Tornado 24. It was initially 1st and goal at the 6, and a bad snap combined with a false start puts the Warhawks back at the 24. Boatwright, the quarterback, in the gun with Gaskins. He takes a shotgun snap, 2-step drop to throw, pressure coming in, tries to get out of it, does for a moment, ball is out, poked out by Jenkins, and it careens over the 45 to about the 47. And Rick, between 1st and goal and now 4th and goal, the Warhawks have lost 41 yards back to the 47.
Great play by the defensive line and linebackers of the Tornado to put the pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to make a bad decision.
So the Warhawks will punt from Brevard's 47-yard line. Believe it or not, it is 4th and goal from the 47. And the Warhawks will punt with 2:40 and a moving clock in this first half. Shikey Yates will send the punt away again. And the play clock now at 0. No whistles yet. As play clock will just reset, and we'll keep going here. Yates takes the snap. Good snap. Low kick. It bounces to Pringle at about the 15. He'll keep his hands off as it trickles inside the 5. And Yates, a nice punt to down the Tornadoes inside their own 5-yard line.
Well, what turned out to be a very low, just bouncing punt. Pringle, a little bit was hesitant. He looked like he was going to pick it up and go and couldn't decide, and the ball rolled right past him, and now the ball's down at the 3.
So we'll have a play or two before the 2-minute timeout. 7-6 Tornadoes pinned back deep in their own red zone at the 3-yard line, with Sanchez still in the game at quarterback. He's got Williford with him in the gun, and the tight end also in the backfield, and Cal Forster. Sanchez takes the snap, hands off Williford. Williford has space, cuts across the 10, makes a move at the 15. He's taken down at about the 17-yard line by Zycurius Alford. Also there was Isaiah Evans as whistles blow. It's a 2-minute timeout. Good run by Williford to get first down yardage and get Brevard out of its own shadow. And we'll take a quick break with them. 7-6 Tornadoes with 2 minutes to go before halftime.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
So thank you.
Back here at Islamel Family Field, 2 minutes to go. It's a 2-minute timeout. As we'll take a minute to remind you of some of our corporate sponsors. Tornado fans, when you're here at Islamel Family Field, stop by the concession stand behind the grandstand to enjoy snacks and drinks featuring Poppy Popcorn, along with one of our corporate sponsors, Pepsi products, and more fan favorites. Please note the concession stand closes at the start of the third quarter. So if you ever make your way to Islamel Family Field, we have quite the concession stand to keep you fueled throughout some of these exciting games, especially this weekend. It's been quite the ride. Sanchez in the gun. He's got one split out to the left, one to the right. He takes a snap, play action, pressure coming in. He's able to escape for a moment. He's wrangled down back inside the 5. Carve Packer there on the stop, and the Tornadoes find themselves back inside their own 5-yard line.
I'd like to say good pressure by the Warhawks, but it was only one guy, and he did a good job.
He didn't let go of Sanchez, did not let him get loose. And the ball sits right on the 5-yard line. Minute and a half to play before a halftime. We'll see if the Tornadoes, I think it's a situation, if you bust one loose, you might change how you approach this last minute of the first half. But we'll see what the Tornadoes decide to do here on 2nd and about 25. Sanchez takes a snappy hands off right side. Tried to cut it outside to the Tornado running back Nasir Void, but he is taken down. A 3-yard loss, and I believe the Warhawks will burn a timeout to try and save some clock for their offense. And they will. We'll take a 15-second break with a minute and 5 left to go before half.
Bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Third and very long for the Tornadoes out of the Warhawk timeout with a minute and 5 to go before half. See what the Tornadoes try to do here. I would assume they're likely going to run the football with Williford in the backfield, a heavy set with the tight end Forster back there as well. Handoff does go Williford to the right side. He breaks it across the right sideline, has room across the original line of scrimmage, and he's taken down by Devin Felton, but a great run to make it 4th and short. Don't think the Tornadoes will go for this. We'll see what they decide to do. I mean, honestly, with the way the defense is playing, why not as Sanchez looks over to the sideline, and it looks like he will stay on the field.
And the Warhawks don't look like they're going to do anything. They've used their timeouts, I believe.
So the Tornadoes content to go for this. With the play clock and the game clock separated by about 13 seconds. And Sanchez huddles up. You could see they were making a motion at the sideline, maybe to just huddle. And it does not look like they're going to snap this football with the clock expiring. And Tornadoes might have called a timeout, and they did. And you see the punt unit set to come out in the field. Good coaching there to burn that time and not make any knee-jerk decisions.
That was smart. Very good by Coach.
It's just a timeout to get the unit on the field without taking a delay of game. And with 13.9 to go, the Tornadoes will punt it away.
All right, gentlemen. Let's get this one.
Gavin Wagner will punt with just under 14 seconds to go. Snap goes back. Good snap. Wagner able to get it away cleanly. An end-over-end kick that bounces at the 49. It's fielded. And a great tackling coverage by the Tornadoes. Caleb Harris, I believe, was the one there to make the tackle. He's a long snapper. And he went all the way to make the tackle at the 39-yard line.
And that's the way to run that special team, gentlemen. That was perfect.
So 1st and 10, Warhawks at the 29 with 7 seconds to go. Can't imagine the Warhawks will do much more than run the ball and take this one to half. With the turnovers and the constant changing of field position, I think the Warhawks would rather be safe and go to the locker room down just a point. Boatwright's in the gun. He's got Marlon Britton on his right hip. To the right and to the left. Boatwright takes a snap, and he'll do exactly that. Hand it off to Britton. He's taken down quickly after a 2-yard gain, and that will take us to half. A back-and-forth first half, not a ton of scoring, but the Tornadoes do have the 1 point advantage. The difference is an extra point kicked by Jaden Boone. So we head to halftime. We'll take a brief break and be back with the second half.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service. But more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
Back here at Ives Lamel Family Field, the Warhawks and the Tornadoes set to kick off on the second half of play. Rick, it's been back and forth to say the least. Neither side giving each other too much, and the difference is an extra point as we enter the second half of play.
It's been a good game, but as you said, a lot of back and forth, a lot of laundry on the field. Now we expect the futures to play a little unpolished on occasion, but not to that extent, I don't think.
A little sloppy on both sides, but you've also seen a lot of good. Truett Sanchez has come in and really had some poise in the pocket.
Yeah.
And, he fumbled the ball once, but, he's a young guy, as are all of these guys, as we get ready for the second half. Rick, what are you hoping to see from the Tornadoes to secure a win?
I want to see him go to Pringle a little more. They need to get him the ball. He's been beating the guys, but I do know that to do that effectively, they've got to keep running.
Yeah, and I think Pringle's had a couple balls open down the left and right sidelines. He's been there just a couple of times. Those passes couldn't be completed, but Sanchez has been on the money with those throws as we get ready for the second half of play. Back here for the start of the second half, the Tornadoes will kick it away to the Warhawks, and it will be a Georgia Warhawk ball with a slim margin. Again, Rick, that blocked extra point is a difference right now. The Tornadoes are able to convert theirs, and that's big. If neither team scores the rest of the game, the Tornadoes will escape with a 7-6 win. But I think we expect to see some offensive fireworks here in half number 2.
Well, and as I was saying earlier, while I think the passing game is very effective for the Tornadoes, it's only effective because they're running the ball well, and they have their hands full with that huge defensive line of the Warhawks, but they're doing a good job with it.
So it will be Gavin Wagner to send the kick away. The Warhawks have 2 back to receive. It's Kylan Rhodes and Trainier Alexander back to receive. The kick spirals back to the goal line. Great kick from Wagner as it hops in the end zone for a touchback.
Good kick. Good kick.
So it'll be Warhawk football on their own 20-yard line. And 1st and 10, make it the 25. As the Warhawks set up shop, 1st and 10.
And we're ready to go. See who comes out at quarterback for the Warhawks this time.
Yeah, we've seen 2 come into the game. It was Tylen Blackwell-Williams to start the game. Tayshawn Boatwright took some snaps as well, but it will be Blackwell-Williams in at quarterback with Marlon Britton to his right hip. He takes a snap, hands off, goes up the middle. Britton carries it to the 24, but he spiraled down at the 24-yard line. Amir Campbell, great tackle for a no gain there on the play. They'll call it, and it's 2nd and 10.
Excellent play by Campbell. He comes in off the right side and pulls him down. Good job.
2nd down and 10 for the Warhawk offense. Both teams have spent time in each other's half of the field, but again, only 2 touchdowns so far. And the only Warhawk touchdown came off an interception that was returned inside the 10, and the Warhawks were able to punch it in from there. As Blackwell-Williams in the gun, play clock under 5 seconds.
Defense looks a little confused for the Tornadoes.
Play clock hits 0, but Blackwell-Williams able to get it off. Britton takes the carry, and he is caught in the backfield once again. The Tornadoes ever so active behind the line of scrimmage. And Donovan Reed was there.
Yes.
For the stop.
Good defense there. I brought up they looked confused. They had the Warhawks had 4 receivers out, 2 on each side, but we had a defender in the back, couldn't quite figure out where to go. And the play of the front line and the linebacker swamping the Warhawks shut that play down.
3rd down, 12 yards to go with Blackwell-Williams in the gun. Britton on his right hip, to the left and to the right of the formation. He takes a snap, spins it out wide. It's caught by Britton. maybe better. If he didn't catch it, it's a loss of 3 back to the 20, and it will be a 4th and about 14 yards to go. Hayden Ross was there on the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and the Warhawks did nothing but move backwards on that drive, and the Tornadoes will get the ball back up 1.
Good play by the Tornadoes. Way to be heads up. Let's see what happens here on this punting situation.
Shikey Yates will do the punting duties with Herbert Pringle, the 4th back to receive this punt. And he's ever so dangerous, both the receiving and the return game. Yates takes a snap. He gets it away, a good kick, end over end to Pringle at about the 45-yard line. Pringle fields, cuts it back across the 50 to the 45, and he keeps the forward momentum going near the 40. And it looks like Micah Smith was first in on the stop, and the Tornadoes will set up shop in Warhawk territory, 1st and 10.
I was a little worried there when Pringle caught the ball. He's carrying it like a loaf of bread there.
He bobbled it a little bit, but he was able to get it back. So
yes,
first down and 10 yards to go from the Warhawk 41. With 12:40 to go in the 3rd quarter, Fabian Williford will start in the backfield with Truett Sanchez, who's been the guy for about midway through the 2nd quarter on, and he's in the gun with Williford. Bruni and Spencer out to the right, and 2 out to the left. Sanchez hands off Williford. He cuts to the right side across the 40, and he is picked up and slammed down across the 40-yard line to about the 39.
Goodness.
And Deshaun Lovett was there with the tackle. It's 2nd and 8.
And they go to the hurry-up offense.
Sanchez back there in the gun. Spencer and Bruni in the trips out to the right. Sanchez rolls right, fires to Spencer. Spencer has it at the 40 to the 35, and he's twirled out of bounds at the 34 by Tyquevius Johnson. And it'll be 3rd and medium from Brevard, or from the Warhawk 34. And Rick, as you mentioned, the Tornadoes in hurry-up offense. Trips to the right and left of the formation. Williford with Sanchez in the backfield. Sanchez pump fake, looking to throw. Bananas out left, looking left. He'll take off. Will he have the first down yardage? Yes, he will. He sticks the ball out across the 30, and he has a first down right to the 30-yard line. And Johnson was there to escort him out of bounds, but it's first down yardage for Sanchez on the scramble.
Good job by Sanchez there.
Yeah, really good improvising there from the freshman quarterback. As Nehemiah Floyd will join him in the backfield for 1st and 10 from the Warhawk 30. Rick, we've seen the Tornadoes get it here, but they've only been able to find 1 touchdown today. But the offense has been able to move the football efficiently. Sanchez in the gun, Floyd on his left hip. He takes the snap, handoff goes to Floyd up the middle. Floyd has room across the 25, across the 20, takes his defender down to about the 15-yard line as he took Deron Gaskins for a ride, and it's first down yardage for Floyd on about a 14-yard carry to the, let's say, 17-yard line.
Sanchez made that play work. He bellied the ball into number 20, who didn't. The defense didn't know if he's going to get it or not, and all of a sudden he's got it, and he runs right by him.
First down and 10 to go from the Warhawks 17. Sanchez in the gun with Floyd to his left hip. Motions the receiver out to the right. Sanchez takes the snap. Was late to try and pull it out of the belly of Floyd, and he is in turn taken down the backfield by Deshaun Lovett back to the 20. And it's a loss of about 3 on a first down, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, they run the play right one time, and then they do the next time. But Floyd still is having a good game here. Got to keep giving him the ball.
Looks like a little bit of a zone read the Tornadoes are trying to run. Sanchez can either keep it or hand it to Floyd. And that time the two got a little bit tangled up on the exchange. As Forster in the backfield with Floyd and Sanchez on 2nd and long. Takes a snap, handoff goes back to Floyd. Good block to shake Floyd loose for a couple yards. And he takes a defender down to the 16-yard line. And it will be 3rd and about 9 yards to go.
With 3rd down, let's give our native offense some noise.
9:33 in a moving clock here in this 3rd quarter. Brevard leads the Georgia Warhawks 7-6. Looking to go 2-0 this weekend with a thrilling win yesterday on the Elders side against Erskine. The Tornadoes in the dogfight here this afternoon. Floyd in the backfield with Sanchez. Sanchez takes the snap, whistles blow at the line of scrimmage, and looking at a false start on the right side of the formation. The flag sits right at the 16. False start called on Caden Clark, the wide receiver, and it moves Brevard back to it's the Warhawks 21-yard line for 3rd and, say, 14 for the Brevard offense.
All right, lads, let's all get on the same page and pay attention.
Sanchez in the gun with Floyd on his right hip. Spencer and Bruni split out to the right with Pringle the 4th out to the left. He puts receiver in motion. That's Miles Harris. Sanchez takes the snap, escapes the pocket for a moment, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. That was Carl Parker there on the stop, and it's another loss of yardage there that makes it 4th and very long, back to the 26.
And Sanchez kind of misread that. He should have, if he'd have kept going, I think he'd have had better success. But then again, I'm not down there with him. But it's going to be interesting to see what they call here as we have 4th down and almost 20, it looks like to me.
Yeah, 4th down and about 20 yards to go. The Tornadoes will go kind of in no man's land here with the play clock under 10 seconds. Sanchez takes the snap, looks to throw, looks right, tries to escape right. Now he tries to throw, but he has it taken away, and it's scooped up across the 40 and across the 50 now down to Brevard's 36-yard line. Tyquevius Johnson scooped it up. Stacy Hopkins Jr. had the strip sack, and the field flips on another Brevard turnover. 1st and 10, Georgia Warhawks at Brevard's 36-yard line.
Sad but true, that's the second time that Sanchez has not heard the footsteps. He's held on to the ball a little longer than he should have, and they come circle around behind him. This time, unfortunately, knocked the ball out of his hands and picked it up. Luckily, number 11 for the linebacker for the Warhawks, that's Johnson. He he looked like he kind of ran out of gas.
So it will be Blackwell Williams in at quarterback, Devontae Bethea, who has a touchdown run offset in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right and the left of the formation for Blackwell Williams. Can the Tornado defense stand tall again? We'll see as he puts Kylan Rhodes in motion, takes the snap, looks right, fires right, and it's caught across the 30, and he spilled down at about the 21-yard line. Trainier Alexander with the catch and run for 1st down yardage, about a 15-yard gain to the Brevard 22-yard line. Amir Campbell made the stop. What a good gain on 1st down to move the chains and continue moving the Warhawks down the field. Bethea in the backfield with Blackwell Williams, 2 to the right and the left of the formation. He takes the snap, hands off Bethea. Bethea has a couple yards before he's torn down by a host of Tornadoes. It looks like Tyler McClendon was first in on the tackle as we head towards 7 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter.
Now, there was no flag thrown on that play, but there was a little chippiness back there between the linebackers and the blocker, and the Tornado getting scolded by the referee, so there's the warning.
Blackwell Williams in the gun, Bethea on his left hip. To the right and to the left. He drops to throw. Pressure coming in. Pressure applied, but Blackwell Williams able to escape. He'll try and run. He stiff arms, and he's shoved out of bounds across the 1st down sticks, and he might be just a hair short. As it looks like a Tornado, maybe a Warhawk down on the sideline. Can't quite tell from this angle who's down, as the trainers will go check out whoever that is. With 6:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Warhawks moving the ball down the field. It does look like a Tornado is down on the far sideline. We'll check on him and be right back as the Tornadoes lead the Warhawks 7-6, but the Warhawks moving the ball down the field. We'll be right back.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
You're all good.
All right, we're back here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Amir Campbell was the one shaken up. He's helped over the sideline. And it will be second and short for the Warhawks. Didn't quite get first down yardage. As Blackwell Williams takes the shotgun snap, he hands off Bethea up the middle. Looks like Bethea will have enough for the first down as he's pulled down by Marvin Pulley. With 6:06 and the moving clock to go in this third quarter. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Warhawk offense at Brevard's, say, 14.5-yard line. Britton in the backfield with Blackwell Williams on first down, to the right and to the left, as it has been all day, as he puts Rhodes in motion to the right side of the formation. Now a flag. Looks like a false start. We've seen a lot of those today, whether it be formation, motion, or false start calls, and we'll see another one right here that'll make it first and 15. Looks like DJ Bradley, the wide receiver, might have flinched as Rhodes came in motion. And it's first down and 15 to go.
And with that penalty and backing it up, the Tornadoes made a full change of the front line.
Sometimes penalties like that can be drive killers. We'll see if that proves to be the case here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Blackwell Williams takes the snap. He throws it out to the left side for Britton, who makes a one-hand catch, but he is plowed down in the backfield. First there was Hayden Ross, and it's a short loss on the play, I believe, back to the 22.
Yeah, that was well defended. Hayden Ross was right there.
So second and long back from the Tornado 22-yard line. Again, the false start put them behind the chains, and the Warhawks move backwards on that one as well. Deep in Brevard territory, but moving backwards on the last couple plays. As Blackwell Williams in the gun, Britton to his right hip with 4 receivers in the formation. He takes his snap, play action, fires right side. It's caught. Tornadoes pursuing. Ross is there, and he pulls him down back to the 25. The pass is complete to Demetrius Grant Jr., but he couldn't shake loose of Hayden Ross, who just wouldn't let him go. And it's third down and long from Brevard's 25-yard line.
Nice tackle for a loss by the Tornadoes.
Third down and very long from the 25 of the Tornadoes for the Georgia Warhawks. As Blackwell Williams lines up in the gun, Britton on his right hip. 4 in the formation for the quarterback, Williams. Takes the snap, he looks right, he fires right, fires deep to the right pylon. It's caught. Was he in bounds? No, he wasn't. Incomplete. Coverage applied by the Tornadoes. Dantes Walker was there to almost box out the wide receiver, Michael Stewart. And it's fourth down and I think about 25 yards for the Warhawk offense.
And what we had seen at one end of the field for the Tornadoes, now we see at the other end of the field for the Warhawks. Fourth down and long. They're in no man's land.
The Warhawks have to get to the Brevard 4-yard line. Set all the way back at the 25 to make it fourth and 21 for the Warhawk offense. Blackwell Williams takes the snap, drops the throw, pressure coming in. He rolls to the right, fires right, has a receiver, it's caught, and he's pushed across the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks. Demetrius Grant Jr. made the catch on the improvisation from Blackwell Williams, and the Warhawks take the lead.
Yeah, that was not a called play, folks. That was a great. Ryan picked it up right away. It was improvisation. Kid went down there and found a way to just push his way to get to the ball.
Touchdown, Warhawks makes it 12-7, pending the extra point. And you saw the Warhawks Missed one, so it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and go for 2 to try and make it a touchdown lead. Play clock's under 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's happened a couple times today. Warhawks have not had that sense of urgency in the huddle, and will they burn a timeout? Or I assume they would, and not have to back it up to try a 2-point conversion from the 9-yard line, and they will burn a timeout. Take a look at that connection between Blackwell Williams and Demetrius Grant Jr. Just a heave to the end zone, and a good connection between those two to put the Warhawks in front. We'll keep it right here as it looks like the Warhawks just called a timeout to avoid the delay of game. Rick, the Tornadoes have had some missed opportunities today, and we're wondering who was going to break through and score this time. It's the Warhawks.
Yep.
And Brevard finds itself behind.
Yep. Very true. And then we're watching this, and the referees went and had a huddle. I weren't sure that they even thought that the timeout made it. I think they got the benefit of the doubt on that one.
They called an official's timeout. There's a correction there that I believe the Warhawks keep that timeout. As Blackwell Williams in the empty shotgun, nobody back with him here for the 2-point conversion. He takes the snap, looks right, pressure coming in. He gets up the middle, and he will sneak in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. 14-7, the Red Sea parted up the middle, and Blackwell Williams was quick to see it. And it's a touchdown lead for the Warhawks.
Good pick up there, Ryan. He really did. He just dropped back and then stopped for a second and started running forward. Well done.
14-7 Warhawks. As the kickoff teams are already back out on the field with 3:37 to go in this third quarter. So we'll keep it right here, Rick.
Okay.
The Tornadoes are down the stretch. They're going to have to find a way to capitalize on good field position.
Yeah, they need to take advantage of those things. They're playing well. Both teams are playing well, but there's so many mistakes and flags, and it's that the Warhawks overcame them this time. But now the Tornadoes, it's their turn to do that.
So kickoff set to be sent away by Tyler Amin as the Warhawks find themselves in front. Had a 6-0 lead, now a 14-7 lead. As Amin trots up to the football, sends it away. It's a short, high kick to Herbert Pringle, the 4th of the 15. He comes all the way to the right sideline near the 30, makes a move, breaks a tackle across the 35, and he's shoved out near the 40 by Carv Packer. And it will be a 1st and 10 Brevard, I believe, from about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Pringle followed the wedge, had it perfectly set for him, and then his speed overtook him, and he went. They went outside.
So Braden Rediger in the game at quarterback. We saw him last week. We called Caden Mitchell's name all day long, but we figured out it was Rediger. He had a really nice day last week. We'll see if he can help the Tornadoes find the end zone in this one. Amari Short-Mallory in the backfield with Rediger under center. He fumbles the snap. Who's on it? It looks like the Warhawks stuck out their arms and picked it up.
We'll see.
Warhawks all pointing the direction of Brevard's end zone.
No.
It looks like Brevard actually hopped back on top of it. I think I saw a white jersey arm snag it, but Brevard might have got it on the back end. And a good break for the Brevard offense on a fumbled exchange on the snap. And Brevard retains possession. It'll be 2nd and 11.
You were right, Ryan. We were lucky to come away with that one.
So 2nd down, 11 yards to go. Rediger, the newly entered quarterback, breaks the huddle and lines back up under center. And he talks to Fabian Williford, who's at the right side of the formation. Amari Short-Mallory offset in the backfield. Bruni comes in motion to the right side. Rediger takes the snap, play action, rolls to the left, pressure coming off the left side, and he coughs up the football. The Warhawks are after it. They scoop it up, and the Tornadoes forced a fumble on the back end, and Brevard's able to get to it. Oh, my word, Brevard recovers it inside the 10. Rick, here's the interesting thing with this. And we've got two officials behind us who can maybe help explain this to me. Brevard lost the ball. The Warhawks picked it up. The Tornadoes got it back. Will it be 1st and 10, Brevard inside the 10, or will it be 3rd and a country mile here? We'll see what the ruling is.
That was wild.
As the offense heads to the sideline.
And they go to say it's 3rd down.
Timeout calling on the field. We'll take a break with them. We'll take about a 30-second break here and be right back. It'll be 3rd and long.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Sorry.
All right, we're back here at Islamel Family Field. I think they're going to have to sort this one out further. I get an explanation during the break that it doesn't matter how many times the ball changes possession until the down is complete. Then that's when it can be 1st down for whoever it is. But they said 1st down, and
the guys on the field said 1st down.
The guys on the field they said 3rd down. Now they said 1st down, and I think the ruling will stand. Although the rule, as explained to us, it should be 3rd and long. But the Tornadoes will take it back inside the 10. 1st and 10 for the Brevard offense. Rediger in the gun, Fabian Williford on his left hip. 2 split out to the left and right of the formation. Clock runs under 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Rediger hands off Williford up the middle. Williford spin move across the 10 to the 15, and he's taken down at about the 18-yard line.
Keep running that ball, Coach. Keep running that ball.
I think it'll be 1st down yardage for Williford to the 18, and they'll move the chains. 1st down Brevard with 2.5 minutes to go. In the 3rd quarter. Rediger ready to break the huddle. Big drive for the Tornadoes here, Rick, to try and tie this one up.
Good call. Good call there.
Rediger in the gun. He's got 2 in the backfield. It's Forster and Williford to his right hip. Tight formation with Pringle the 4th and Sean Spencer to the right and left. Now movement up front. It looks like Khalik Maddox is a guilty party. Jumped over the nose of the football. No hand pointing or anything like that. I think Maddox knows what the call is going to be, and it's offside.
Well, I was pointing my hand. I could see it from up here, but that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, Maddox just jumped over. He got a little excited.
Usually you see both sides of the line pointing at each other, but this time fairly obvious what the call was. So 1st and 5, Rediger takes the snap. He hands off to Williford. Williford breaks a tackle across the 35 to the 40, and he's shoved out of bounds near the 45-yard line by Duron Gaskins, and Fabian Williford is starting to get loose here in the 3rd quarter.
And Ryan, I'm just going to keep repeating it. Run the ball, Coach. You got a good running game. Keep it going.
And too much has happened with the pressures. The ball now set back to about the 43-yard line. A lot of stuff, a lot of wacky things have happened with the pass rush for both sides today.
Oh, yeah.
And not necessarily the quarterback's fault. It's hard to see your blind side, and I think that's been a lot of where the turnovers have come from today. As Rediger is in the gun, Williford stays with him in the backfield, and it'll go right back to Williford. He's taken down in the backfield, and a flag comes down near the 40-yard line.
And we're back to laundry day here.
Looks like right in the area of illegal motion, illegal formation, something along those lines.
Yep.
As the line judge drops the flag. That's Rayshawn Ellis, who saw the motion. He's given the call to the head official, and it's going to be, the penalty is going to be declined. So I believe it was a legal motion. And the Warhawks will take the loss on first down. That pushes Brevard back to its own 39 as the clock moves at 1:08 to go. Rediger sets up back in the gun. He's got both Amari, Short Maury, and Fabian Williford in the backfield with Spencer out to the right. Pringle the fourth out to the left. Play action. Rediger fires right to Jake Bruni. Bruni has it across the 50, and he's shoved out of bounds. Rick, I might be mistaken. Actually, I'm not. The flag flies at the 44. And it was after that pass was completed. I want to say this is going to be a holding or an offensive pass interference here. Clock stops at 41.7 as the officials sort this one out. As it stands, Bruni got near the 50, and the balls are actually across to the Georgia Warhawk 44-yard line.
Yeah, and he was right in front, in front of the bench of the Tornado, so it was a little hard for us to pick up after he had the ball. See if there's anything.
Illegal touching on Jake Bruni is a call, Rick. I think that's the first one I've gotten wrong today. Interesting because Bruni came from the left side of the formation across to the right. And illegal touching usually results when a player steps out of bounds. And it's a loss of down penalty. And it will move Brevard back to its own 34.
Ryan, I'm going to give you a pass. You if you miss one, that's the first. You said that's the first one all day. You've done a heck of a job picking them up, but that's just weird. I didn't see that.
I couldn't tell really where Bruni was coming from. As Rediger in the gun takes the snap, drops back on 3rd and long, rolls right, looks right, points to a receiver to go downfield. He fires downfield. He has one, and it's caught across the 40 to the 36-yard line. It's Caden Clark, and you see Rediger directing his wide receiver on another improv route to get down the field, and he finds Clark for a long conversion, and it's a first down Brevard.
That was a great play, and watch Rediger directing the receiver.
So that will take us to the end of the third quarter, and Brevard ends the quarter with a long third down conversion, and we'll head to the fourth. We'll take a quick break and be back with what sure is to be an exciting fourth quarter on the other side.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Back here for the fourth quarter, Brevard finds itself down a touchdown, 14-7, with the fourth quarter set to get underway. Rick, huge conversion right before the break.
Wow, and that was it. And as we said, the play was made by the quarterback directing the receiver down the field.
Rediger in the gun. He's got Connor in the backfield. Play action. Rediger looking deep to Herbert Pringle, the fourth. A lot of contact. Pringle, the fourth. Toe tap down the sideline. Did he get his feet in bounds? No. Brevard fans and the sideline alike irate as Quinn Tuck made the call. And I think it might have been a bobble type situation, or maybe Pringle the fourth just wasn't able to get his feet down, but nonetheless, he tried his best, and we continue to see what that wide receiver can provide for this team.
I want instant replay. I thought he had him in there.
That was tight, but it's going to be 2nd and 10 with Connor still in the backfield on the left hip of Rediger. 2 on each side of the formation with 4 receivers out wide. Rediger takes a snap, hands off Connor. He splits across the right sideline. He's taken down right in front of the Warhawk bench by Jay Sean Lovett. And a short gain makes it 3rd and 9. Third down, 9 yards to go for Brevard inside the 40-yard line of the Warhawks. Rick, I'd be interested to see if the Tornadoes are unable to pick this up. Is this another go-for-it situation across midfield in the Warhawk territory? Connor with Rediger in the shotgun. Rediger takes a snap, looks long, fires long across the middle, and it's short. Intended for Miles Harris. He was there, but it just skipped into him, and it looks like the offense will stay on the field here for 4th and 9.
Rediger with a little skip-hop pass, but you have to say, he had time. He didn't look like he felt the pressure, and that's what's important. I think the offensive line's doing a good job. I wonder if they shouldn't have run earlier in the series of downs, but now we're going to see what they do.
14:07 clock is stopped for Rediger in this Brevard offense on 4th and 9 as Harris comes in motion. Now motions back out to the left. Rediger 2-step drop, steps up in the pocket, directs the receiver down the field, and he throws it short. Incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. And the Warhawks will take over in their own half.
Rediger is having a little bit of trouble. I don't know if that early on but he skipped the last 2 passes, and he's better than that. We've seen it.
That was going to be a tough one to complete regardless in a tight window. And the Warhawks take over at their own 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 with 14 minutes on the dot to go in this 4th quarter. Warhawks take over on downs. We'll see who the quarterback is. Looks like Boatwright's back in. Good to see him all right after he was shaken up earlier in this game. Boatwright with Bethea in the backfield. 2 split out to the right as well as to the left. Boatwright takes a shotgun snap, hands off up the middle. Bethea with a head of steam gets across the 45 to the 47-yard line. And Jordan Lawrence was there on the stop.
Good play selection there by the coach. Let's run it up the middle early. Let's try to stop that from getting to our quarterback.
So 2nd and 6 yards to go.
Boatwright appears to be more the running QB than the passing QB. We got a player down on the field, though, Ryan.
Looks like Elijah Watkins, the offensive lineman, shaken up. And the way head trainer Michael Cabri is stretching him out, looks like more of a cramping situation. So we'll take a 15-second break as Watkins gets checked out. We'll be right back.
Bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
All right, so Watkins was the injured Warhawk on the field. And, Rick, an interesting new rule here in college football. If a player goes down after the ball is spotted, it's an injury timeout, but it also is a timeout for the injured team. Really? And that's interesting because and this is not the case with Watkins at all, but in college football there has been the ongoing dialogue of faking injuries to maybe stop the tempo of an opposing team or whatnot. So that is just the overarching rule in college football this season. It's interesting to see that in play here this afternoon. So Boatwright back in the gun with Britton standing to the left tip of him in the backfield. 13:29 to go here in this 4th quarter. As Boatwright takes a snap, design quarterback run to the left. He breaks across the 45 to the 50, and he's spilled out of bounds. And now a flag that came out of nowhere, and again in the area of holding. So it was a 1st down run for Boatwright, but this one probably coming back
Alex Perry of the Warhawks seems to be taking it as his own.
Discussion near midfield with the officials.
He was looking at the officials like, what, me?
The flag is at the Warhawk 42-yard line. Waiting for the official call here. It's a hold. So 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And the flag was sitting at the 42, so it moves, making the 43, moves the Warhawks back to their own 33-yard line.
Tornadoes need to capitalize on defense here.
Boatwright in the gun with Britton on his right hip. He takes the snap, drops to throw, looks left, looks right, tries to get away. He stumbled, and he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a sack for the Tornado defense by Jordan Lawrence, and it's 3rd and very long.
Looked like a 5-yard, maybe 6-yard loss. Great play by the defense, and that's what the defense has got to do. They have got to get the ball back to their offense to get in the end zone. Time's running out. Now's the time to get your defense fired up. And the linebackers and the linemen up there are really trying and doing a good job so far.
3rd and about, call it 20 here, more or less, maybe a little bit less than that. Nonetheless, 3rd and long for this Georgia Warhawk offense. Boatwright in the gun. Play action, looks deep, steps up in the pocket, and he flips it. Was that a fumble? No, I think it was just a shovel pass. It's incomplete to Marlon Britton, and it will be a 4th and long. The Warhawks will punt.
Well, they're saying that. You called, and they said that you're right, that was a shuffle pass. But, boy, that looked odd, like it was a fumble.
So the ball spotted at the 30. And Shaky Yates will punt it away with Herbert Pringle, the 4th, back to receive. Clock stopped at 12:23, and still a lot of time on the clock, but the opportunities are dwindling for this offense to try and tie this game.
Good job by the defense there. Let's hope the punting team can support it.
Yates awaits the snap. He bobbles it a little bit. A low kick that bounces at the 50, and it slows down. Pringle smart to get away from it as the nose of the football sits on the 40, and it's down right there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Brevard from its own 40-yard line.
That kick was so low that for a moment there I thought it had been blocked.
And good for Yates to get it away. He had a little bit of trouble with the snap, but at that point you just do what you can with a punt, and he flips the field decently well and sets up Brevard at his own 40. We'll keep it right here as the offense back out on the field with Rediger calling the play in the huddle. Tornadoes come out with Parker Standridge in the backfield. 2 split out to the left with Witherspoon and Pringle the 4th and Bruni out to the right. Handoff goes to Standridge, and he is suplexed down in the backfield. Stacy Hopkins Jr. brings him down. Forward progress marks him at about the 37, and it'll be 2nd and long for the Tornado offense. Now I think it's Hopkins Jr. who's a little shaken up as he limps back to the Warhawks sideline.
Yep.
But great off the ball was Hopkins Jr. there to get off the line and make a play.
Yeah, one of their starting defensive linemen. We'll keep an eye on him here, see who comes in.
2nd down and 13 with Rediger in the shotgun. He's got Standridge on his left hip, 2 to the right, and 1 to the left for the quarterback, Rediger. He puts Williford in motion, the left side of the formation. Takes a shotgun snap, play action, fires it left side for Williford. Williford across the 35, spin moves at the 37, and he lunges forward to about the 38-yard line. Parker there on the stop, and it will be a 3rd and, let's call it 11 for the Tornado offense.
Tacavius Johnson, the linebacker, number 11, we referred to him as the Mike earlier in the game. He sniffed that out from the get-go. He had it well diagnosed, and they didn't have a chance. He just sprinted across the field and was there at the receiver when the ball got there.
Rediger in the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right as he puts one in motion over to the right side of the formation. He takes the snap, drops the throw, looks long, fires to Pringle the 4th, who gets it off his shoelaces across the 50, and to about the 46-yard line into Warhawk territory. First down, Brevard. Joshua Maxwell was there on the stop, but not before Pringle IV had first down yardage. And Brevard again back in the Warhawk half of the field. Back in the gun as Rediger trips out to the right for him on first down and 10. Pringle IV to the left. As Rediger takes a shotgun snap, play action. Goes to the right side and trying to get loose is Miles Witherspoon. He has a couple yards on first down, the 45. And Caden Wright was there on the tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 8.
Deshaun Lovett of the Warhawks kind of was lucky to get away there. It looked like the referees were considering a little extracurricular shoves by him as the ball carrier went down.
And Deshaun Lovett also in on the stop there as Dominic Fenwick stands in the backfield with Rediger on 2nd and 8. Pringle IV out to the left. Bruni, Miles Witherspoon out to the right. As Rediger takes his snap, play action. He looks left, he fires left, has a receiver, Williford, and he bobbled it incomplete. Got a little happy feet there. He had room near the 40.
Yeah, he started running before he had the ball. That's going to happen. But he was open. Just got to hang on to it, son. It's all right.
Clock stopped at 9 minutes and 8 seconds. It's 3rd and long for the Tornadoes. 3rd and about a long 8 on 3rd down for Rediger in this offense. Bruni out to the left as well as Caden Clark with Pringle IV and Witherspoon out to the right. Witherspoon comes in motion right to left across the formation. Rediger takes a shotgun snap, drops the throw, looks right, fires deep down the right sideline. Pringle IV is there, and it's broken up inside the 10-yard line by Deron Gaskins. Great play on the ball. Now a late flag. And I don't know if there's going to be a high hit. Pringle IV is standing there with his hands up as the call is being radioed in.
Well, we'll see what this is.
I didn't really see, at least on the initial contact, anything that warranted a flag. As the officials discuss here, big call upcoming here with 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
I'm curious to see myself.
Sideline warning, so it's not going to affect anything here, and it'll be 4th and 9. So nothing extracurricular on the hit, just a good play on the football. And Brevard will punt.
Ryan, explain a sideline warning. What are we talking about? Coach, somebody jumping off?
I think it has to do with the coach coming out of the coach's box, the sideline, running down the sideline, and that kind of stuff. Just keeping the sideline out of the play and out of the action really is what that call is regarding. As Wagner will punt. Good snap. Wagner sends it away, a high spiraling kick. Beautiful punt as we do see another flag down inside the 20-yard line. It's fielded by Michael Stewart and taken near the 15. Let's see what the flag is here. A lot of flags today here, Rick.
Laundry day here in Brevard College.
And we have another one that is going to be sorted out here with 8:49 to go in the 4th quarter.
Are we keeping stats on how many penalties there have been in this game? Because there's
we
been a lot.
should start doing that. I think that would be an interesting number at the end of the day.
I'll do it the next game, I promise.
All right. Sounds good to me as the officials continue to talk this one out. The Warhawk offense is on the field, so I assume this is during the kick and not before. That would result in a Brevard first down, and the Brevard sideline doesn't seem to think that's the case either, with the defense ready to come onto the field. No call yet. As the Warhawk offense is set up inside its own 20. Still waiting for the call, and here it is. Maybe. Okay.
Wow.
Too many men on the field, I believe was the call, Rick.
That was what I heard.
And it will give Brevard's offense a first down. The
At the
Tornadoes
30.
set up at the 30-yard line. And now I see where the flag came from. That does make sense. A costly mistake for the Georgia Warhawks, and now the Tornadoes with a fresh set of downs back out on the field. Rediger in the gun. Running back on his left hip in Dominic Fenwick. Rediger takes his snap, looks left. Now tries to escape the pocket. He has two rushers on him, and he is dragged down at the 40-yard line by Carl Parker. And it'll be second and long.
Little taunting out there by the Warhawks, and his teammates were warning him.
Second and long, Brevard, and it's the Warhawks' 39-yard line. And Rick, it seems like every time the Tornadoes have something going, the Warhawks come up with a big play as we head under 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Rediger takes the snap, rolls right, looking right, fires right, has a receiver. It's caught, and it's near the original line of scrimmage. It was Sean Spencer, and he was taken down by Deron Gaskins at the, let's call it 34-yard line of the Georgia Warhawks. It'll be third and long.
Yeah, the Tornadoes continue to give good luck in the mouth and turn the other way.
Third down and 14 yards to go with Fenwick joining Rediger in the backfield. Two out to the right, two out to the left as Harris comes in motion. Rediger takes a shotgun snap, looks left, steps up in the pocket, tries to escape. He's across the 30, spun down at the 25, and he rode the tackler to about the 24-yard line, it looked like. But he'll be spotted right at the 25, and it'll be fourth and medium.
Yep. That is, yeah, he's got a little, it looks like it's 5 or 6 right between them.
And this is no doubt go-for-it territory on the Warhawks' 25 with under 7 minutes to play.
All right.
4th and 5 in the backfield is Carlos Garcia, who motions to the right hip of Rediger. Now whistles blow, and it will be a timeout for the Georgia Warhawks, I believe, on 4th and 5. We'll take a quick break with them, 30-second break, and be back on the other side.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service. But more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Bring it on back. We welcome you back for a crucial 4th down and medium for this Brevard offense. Trying to keep this drive alive and really keep the game alive with 6:31 to go. Still going to be some opportunities late, but this is a good one here late in this contest. Carlos Garcia in the backfield with Rediger on 4th and 5. 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Pringle the 4th, lone receiver to the right. Now whistles blow again, and a flag near the 4-yard line. Looks like a legal substitution on the defense. The Warhawks doing the Tornadoes some favors. Interesting thing here is where the ball is. Is it going to be enough for a first down?
Yeah, that's the key.
I think it will be. Once we get the call.
I hope you're right.
You see the first down marker is about the 21.5-yard line or 20.5-yard line.
But they're still arguing. Everybody going back and forth here. I want to hear the ref. Come on.
So no foul for a legal substitution. And it'll still be 4th down and 5 to go.
Y'all, let's make some noise.
Garcia in the backfield with Rediger on 4th down and 5. With Witherspoon, Pringle the 4th, and Spencer to the left. And one receiver split out wide side right. Rediger takes the snap, drops the throw, looks left, steps up in the pocket, and he is wrangled down, stretches the ball out. Did he get it? He has the ball across the 20. But was his knee down, and they're going to say he was short. And that's the call.
And we're seeing more taunting, which I really am surprised at.
So 1st and 10, Georgia Warhawks. Rediger did all he could. He stretched the ball out. The ball was across the 1st down marker, but did he do it before his knee was down? I think without the benefit of replay, we can't really tell. And the ruling is 1st and 10, Georgia Warhawks at their own 22-yard line, 6:22 to go in the 4th quarter.
All right, the defense is being called on once again.
Boatwright in the gun with DeMonte Bethea on his left hip. He takes the snap, hands off Bethea up the middle. Bethea is stuffed at the line of scrimmage and barrels forward for maybe a yard. On 1st down, it'll be 2nd and 9.
All right.
Looks like Jordan Fox was in on the stop. And make it 2nd and 8. They move the ball forward a little bit to about the 24.
Again, the defense, I'm not surprised on the running play on 1st down. Let's see if they keep the ball on the ground. That's the key.
So 2nd down, 8 yards to go for Tyshawn Boatwright. As he takes the snap, drops the throw, 2-step drop, looking. He escapes the pocket to the right, directs his receiver, fires down the field. It's picked off. The pass is picked off by Cannon Morrison. He's across the 30, across the 25, to the 20, to the 10. Stiff arm across the 10-yard line to the 5. Touchdown, Tornadoes. Oh, my word, Rick. What a play. Cannon Morrison scoops up the interception and takes it himself for a touchdown. And pending the extra point, Brevard could tie this game.
The Tornado defense again steps up big time.
Wide receiver down on the near sideline. It's Kylan Rhodes. And we'll take a brief injury timeout before Brevard tries to tie the game with an extra point. We'll be right back.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Back here at Islamel Family Field, and Brevard's defense delivers what may be the equalizer. Jayden Boone in for a crucial extra point to try and knot this one up. Wow, the Cannon Morrison pick 6 replay after this crucial kick from Boone with 5:26 to go in the 4th quarter. Boone set to kick. The snap comes back, hold is down, the kick is up from Boone, and the kick is good. We're tied at 14. Let's watch that again from Cannon Morrison. He made the play at about the 45-yard line, broke across the middle of the field, broke a few tackles, stiff arm at the 10, and he is in. Touchdown Tornadoes. We will keep it right here as the Brevard kicking unit back on the field with 5:26 to go in the 4th. And Rick didn't know how this would match up to yesterday's game, but it's getting pretty close here in the 4th quarter.
I don't know if my heart can take it. As the old man in the booth, that's 2 days in a row we've gone to late in the game, and that was a great play by the defense. And the gentleman out of Hickory, North Carolina, comes through with a big interception.
Cannon Morrison, the freshman, as you said, Rick, at Hickory, North Carolina, and East Burke High School, makes a play of the game so far for the Tornadoes. And Brevard's defense will be right back out there. We'll see the Tornadoes decide to do this thing themselves on the defensive end and try and escape this one with a win. Wagner set to kick it away. As the officials trying to usher the kickoff unit onto the field. Wagner will boot it away.
Nice.
And it's back to about the 5-yard line. Scooped up by Michael Stewart. He's across the 30, across the 35. Stiff arms, gets to the 40, and he's shoved out of bounds. And a flag flies in, 3 flags. And it's going to be a late hit out of bounds, and that will set up the Warhawks in Tornado territory, I'm sure.
Tornadoes getting fired up. Gentlemen, you got to settle down. You're playing well. Don't do it yourself. Don't do yourself in.
So the flags sit near the 42-yard line, and pretty obvious here, but the officials still sorting it out on the far sideline, who made the late hit. And we'll get the call, I'm sure, here in a moment. Right now, the spot is at the 40-yard line.
We have a caucus going on here at the 40 between 3 of the referees, 1 point in one way, 1 point in the other, talking back and forth. One looks like he's going over to pick up the laundry.
See if we get the call here as the officials look ready to mark off the yardage. And that's the call. Late hit out of bounds. That was right at the 40 yard line.
They need to listen to you. You called it from the get-go. They couldn't decide what to do.
So ball for the Warhawks, 1st and 10 from Brevard's 45-yard line. Tie game, 14 apiece with 5:16 to go. Here we go with, looks like Tylen Blackwell Williams is back in at quarterback. He hands off up the middle to Britton, who has a couple yards on 1st down. He spilled across the 45 to about the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, the defense really needs to step up. It's almost becoming automatic. The first play after every down change has been a run up the middle.
2nd down, 8 yards to go, under 5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. The Tornado future team trying to pick up its first win of the season after falling in tight fashion the Greensboro Pride. And today, a tight contest against the Georgia Warhawks. Marlon Britton in the backfield with Tylen Blackwell Williams. Handoff goes to Britton. He tries to break out of a couple tackles, can't do it, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage by Daryl Harriet. And it's 3rd and 8.
Good defense, stopping the run up the middle. And they've got, if there's any doubt, they have big boys up front in their line in the middle on the Georgia Warhawks side. But the defense seems to be being able to stop that stuff up that middle. Now let's see what happens here.
Blackwell Williams in the gun. He takes the snap, drops the throw, looks left, fires left, has a receiver wide open for 1st down yardage. Breaking across the 30 is Tavon Evans. He's to the 25-yard line, make it the 26. And a 3rd down conversion for the Warhawks. The drive stays alive.
And that's why they've been running the ball, folks. They're trying to open up the passing game on the outside, and they did it just right there.
Good eyes by Blackwell Williams. You saw Tavon Evans wide open, had to scan the field to see that, and good vision to get the ball over the left side.
Yes, indeed.
1st and 10, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, with Britton to the right hip.
Right.
Williams takes the snap, drops the throw, tries to escape the pocket, does for a moment, cuts back across the 20, and he is across the 15, where he is taken down by Mason Powell.
Good run by the quarterback. He broke the grasp of the defender. Guys, you got to do a better job tackling than that.
So 1st down and 10 Warhawks at the Brevard 14-yard line. The clock dwindles under 3 minutes to play, and the Warhawks in the red zone, trying to take the lead late in this ball game. Can the defense come up big again? It was Cannon Morrison with the pick six to tie it.
Looks like Williams back in is still in a quarterback.
Blackwell, Williams still the quarterback. Britton to the right hip of him. Play clock under 5. He takes the snap, drops the throw, looks left, looks right, tries to escape the pocket. There's two tornadoes there, and he's taken down. It's a sack. That's Mason Powell in the backfield that knocks off the helmet of Blackwell Williams. And it's a big loss on first down that brings the ball back to the 26-yard line.
Well, defense, that helps. Although us up in the press box for a moment thought that rolling helmet was the ball. But, hey, they are hitting out there, ladies and gentlemen, and they're hitting hard.
We'll see if the Warhawks are content to take this to the 2-minute timeout. As they will break the huddle. Only 5 seconds to snap the football, and have to assume they're not going to snap it here, and they will not. 2-minute timeout. It's 14 apiece between Brevard and the Georgia Warhawks. And we'll see if we head to overtime here at Ives Lamel Family Field. We'll be right back.
I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Back here, 2 minutes on the dot to go in the fourth quarter. And the defense, Mason Powell with a big sack to make it 2nd and 26. And the quarterback, Tylen Blackwell Williams, back in the game with Britton to the right hip of him. 2 receivers to the right, to the left. On 2nd and very long. Blackwell Williams takes the snap, drops the throw, looks left, fires left, and it's too high for the receiver, Tavon Evans. And it's 3rd and long.
You're keeping an eye out there. They brought before that they let the clock run out. They brought in the other quarterback, and then they went to the 2-minute warning thing and brought back Williams. So it's they're into mind games. We'll see what happens here.
Let's make some noise for 3rd down.
3rd down and long with 1:55 to play in the fourth quarter. Blackwell Williams puts a receiver in motion. DJ Miller comes across the formation. Blackwell Williams drops the pass. He'll flick it out left side. It's caught by Britton. Britton breaks a tackle, but he's taken down ahead of the initial line of scrimmage. It looks like DJ Womack pushed him out of bounds, and it's 4th and long.
Well, I thought he pushed him out of bounds, but I don't know. As the clock continues to run.
He was forced out of bounds, which means the clock will run.
Okay.
It's 4th down and long.
Thanks, Ryan, who keeps me up to date on the rules.
At the 19-yard line.
And they're just letting it run.
4th and long from the 19-yard line. The play clock will dwindle. I think the Warhawks will take a delay of game here. The offense not even on the field.
Nope.
And actually they'll burn a timeout on 4th down. 1:06 clock is stopped. We'll take a timeout with them, a 30-second timeout. We'll see what the Warhawks do with 4th and long at the Brevard 19-yard line.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Back here at Oslamel Family Field, and it's going to be a field goal attempt here from Tyler Amin. He's at the 19. It's about a 37-yarder here for Amin to go ahead in the game. Snaps down, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. Tyler Amin from 37 yards, out a line drive kick, gives the Warhawks a 3-point lead with 1 minute and 1 second to go. Rick, what a kick from 37 yards.
Well, what a kick would define it. It was nothing but a end-over-end kind of spiraling knuckleball between the pipes. Low and straight, but it did the job.
And I guess on 4th and long, that was the best option. Why not give him a chance to boot it through the uprights? And he did just that.
He did.
And the Warhawks lead by 3. And we'll kick it away back to the Tornadoes with just a hair over a minute to play. Amin, who just knocked it through to give the Warhawks the lead late in this game, will kick it away with Witherspoon and Pringle the 4th back to receive.
All right, gentlemen, you got to light it up here.
Amin set to send it away. See if he tries to keep it away from the speedy Witherspoon and Pringle the 4th back there for the Tornadoes. As Amin approaches the football, a high kick back to about the 12-yard line. Witherspoon will field. He'll take it across the 20, across the 30, across the 35, breaks the tackle, and he spun down near the 40. Good return for Miles Witherspoon. A lot of extracurricular on the back end of that play. And we'll see which way this one goes.
This will be interesting.
It could be a very costly penalty on Caden Spencer, who wrestled a Tornado to the turf. And this could be huge, Rick.
Yes, it could.
Tornado football currently at the 40-yard line, but a 15-yard penalty would move this thing to the Warhawks 45.
We've seen this chippiness boiling up through the whole game, so it's not surprising. I've just been waiting for the refs to use that laundry in a situation like this.
Well, let's see what the call is. It looked like it's going to go the direction of the Warhawks. But we'll see what the call is here. And there it is, Rick. 1st and 10, Brevard from the Warhawk 45 with 54.7 to play. And the chippiness cost the Warhawks 15 yards. Still would have been good field position for Brevard, but better now. 2 receivers out to the right with a tight end, Bruni in the formation, Pringle the 4th, tight in the formation to the left. Fabian Williford's in the backfield with Rediger here for 1st and 10.
They're going to clog up the middle and send the linebackers outside. Let's see what happens.
Rediger takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his right, pressure coming in. He'll flip it to his left, and a great coverage. Williford is spun down by Jashawn Lovett behind the line of scrimmage. They tried that play earlier. It worked, but couldn't get it done there. Now the clock continues to move. Brevard, without a timeout, will run no huddle. Rediger in the gun. The offense scrambles to get in position. 3 out to the right, 1 to the left with Rediger in the gun. He drops to throw. Looks deep, rolls right. Directs his receiver down the field. He'll fire it right. A lot of contact between Witherspoon, the defensive back, and here comes a flag. It's going to be pass interference on Duran Gaskins, who kind of had the neck of Miles Witherspoon. And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Warhawks. That will help Brevard earn a 1st down and move the ball further down the field with 20.8 to play. The call is actually going to go on Brandon Faison. I think it was on Duran Gaskins, but nonetheless, doesn't matter who it's on. It's going to be 15 yards for Brevard down to the 32-yard line. Inching closer are the Tornadoes to the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make some noise, Nato.
as Rediger sets up in the gun, 3 to the right, with Williford to the left hip of Rediger. Pringle the 4th to the left. Rediger takes the snap. Quick drop, looking right, looking left, fires right, has Bruni in the flat. Bruni takes to the 30, and he is piggybacked out of bounds by Tyquevius Johnson. As the clock continues to run. And now Brevard will burn a timeout. Terrence Gant is irate coming off the sideline. He was expecting the official to wave his hands to stop the clock. There was no such signal. And now the officials will discuss. The clock as it sits is at 1.8, and it'll be 2nd and 7.
And we're back to the striped caucus.
The officials discuss. There is no signal to stop the clock, so it just kept running. And we'll see what the officials parse out here with the Warhawks leading 17-14. So the clock only resets to 5 seconds. It seemed like it was going to go back to maybe 10.
Yes, I agree. We got some back, but that's like a kissing your sister win.
So the Tornadoes will snap it with 5 seconds to go, down 17-14 on the 30-yard line. This is going to be the last shot of the game. Rick, let's keep it right here. And
oh, yeah.
Brevard not happy with that call, but I think the Tornadoes, watching the film, will look back on this one and say, man, we had some chances there and just couldn't capitalize.
Yep. Well, and I think Coach Gant had every reason to be disappointed in the call, too.
Certainly. So Brevard will take the field and take a shot at the end zone here. Rick, we saw crazier things yesterday than.
Well, where are we? Yeah, that would be a little too far maybe for a field goal.
They wouldn't try a 48-yard field goal as you see the Warhawks in prevent defense.
Exactly. You're seeing the prevent defense set up.
We got 4 Warhawks standing inside the 10-yard line. As Rediger ready to take the snap, but there's motion on the far side.
Oh, it looks like number 98 of the Georgia Warhawks, that's Maddox, is taking over for the referees.
So the call is going to go on Caden Clark, who flinched on the right side of the formation. Now the Tornadoes will move 5 yards backwards to the 35, and that heave will get just a little longer here with 5 seconds to play.
I have to admit, I'm a little surprised that the referees have let this taunting and kind of immature stuff like that go on in this game.
It'll be a 2nd and 15 for the Tornadoes from the 35. And likely one heave to the end zone here from Braden Rediger. 2-step drop. He steps up. He'll fire it left. He's looking for Pringle. Pringle makes the catch. Did he get in? No, he's down at the 1-yard line. Oh, my word. Herbert Pringle, the 4th, made the grab but couldn't backpedal into the end zone. And as it sits right now, the Georgia Warhawks have escaped Brevard, North Carolina with a 17-14 win.
We still have the striped caucus down at the goal line, guys. But the referee, they're calling the game. Okay. They can't win them all, but that's not the way to lose.
That's a tough way to end it for the Tornadoes. Herbert Pringle, the 4th, made the catch, but couldn't find his way into the end zone. And the Tornadoes fall 17-14. Rick, I think the Tornadoes were unhappy with the clock situation at the end of the game. It was not our clock operator's fault. It was the officials signaling. Didn't have a signal to stop the clock, and that is just how this game ends. And the Brevard fans are unhappy campers leaving the stadium today. Nonetheless, good fight from the Tornadoes. We will end this broadcast before things get too ugly here at the field. And
a lot of poor sportsmanship being shown on the side of the Georgia Warhawks. They've had to bring security out, signs from the other team. I mean, hey, you won. act like it.
Got to give them credit. They played a good game. So did the Tornadoes, and the fans here are obviously very passionate. And
Yes.
an unfortunate end to this one. But again, just like it was last week, a lot to be proud of, a lot to be happy with.
Yeah,
from this Brevard Futures team, Rick, and going forward, just capitalize on the opportunities. I think is the main story today.
Ryan, we have a lot to look at it to be positive about. I'm really impressed with the play of the defense most of the game. They did a real good job. They're learning. They're getting better. It's just we can't help but get better, and that was very, very evident today.
And if you're a fan at home, frustrated with how this one ended, just be proud of the fact that the Tornadoes continue to fight week in and week out. That's all we can hope and expect from this young team composed of pretty much all freshmen. Actually, all of them are freshmen. So got to be proud of the effort shown today, and congratulations to the Georgia Warhawks and those fans watching at home. I wish you all a happy Sunday. If you're traveling, have safe travels home, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. What a weekend it was here, Rick, at Ives Lamel Family Field. The Tornadoes go 1-1 with a win over Erskine and a tough loss here at home on the Futures side. But we will talk to you all soon. We've got volleyball, soccer this week, Tornado Talk tomorrow. Make sure to join that. That is going to go from 7 to 8 o'clock at a packed show for you all. So I hope to see you there. Thanks for joining on this Sunday, Rick. And
Thanks,
Ryan
Ryan.
Wilkes signing off